Alright, let me move stuff around. Hold on. I've been prepping for hours, so my brain's overloaded with Dungeons and Dragons. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Last time on Ghost of Saltmarsh Moon, you guys, through the power of true democracy, obviously not a real thing, only available in fantasy setting, you guys voted to return to town. The only thing that was really agreed upon about returning to town was that you would go and speak with your local patron, not a supernatural, well, okay, not a warlock patron, but a patron, you know, a business patron. There we go, and kind of get caught up on the many events that were transpiring in the world. Once you had that information, you guys would sit down someplace and try to hash out what do you do next. A lot of plates are spinning right now. A lot of plates are spinning. So what we will do is jump right into the session and head on over to the Prime Water estate, I guess, and then you can try to meet with him and get your stuff sorted. So let me get you over to that map while you guys prepare. Let's see. Oh, wow. Where are we at? Going way back. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we have a nice little scene here. I finally have a map for their dining room, so if you do decide to try and fight and kill these people, if you could be polite enough to do it in their dining room. It's the only part of the house that I have a nice map for.
Okay.
Take this fight in the dining room.
Yeah. Wait! Dining room, please.
I want to see the butler's pantry.
I did discover a treasure trove of maps today, though. If you have Incarnate, there's a feature in Incarnate called Explore, and basically anybody that's ever agreed to publish their map, like, it goes in the Explore section, and you could just grab it and use it. And there's even a feature where you could take somebody else's work and keep working on it. So if, like, you got, like, a really cool forest, but it's not the right exact way you need it, or there's a tavern that's really close, you could take that, start working on it, and change it and all that. I was really impressed. Alright, here we go. Prime Water Manor. Alright, I don't know what's wrong with Groovy 2. It's supposed to be playing some chill, like, rain sounds, but it kind of just sounds like it's having a heart attack. So, I don't know. I'll try to move it to Groovy 3 and see if that makes it any better. If you didn't know, it's raining. It's been raining for a long time. It doesn't seem to show any signs of stopping.
Oh, it feels like Pokemon Sapphire. Once you get the climax and just rains everywhere.
Yeah. That could be taken the wrong way, but I've played all versions of Sapphire, and I know that you're not being naughty right now. So, alright. But yeah, I'm blushing just a little bit. Alright, so Snack Cake is done. We don't need to worry about her anymore. Got little monkeys. That's fine. Alright. She's not around, so let's get rid of her. Alright. So, Feliza answers the door. She sees that you're soaking wet. She recognizes you. And she says, oh, it's you, the Salt Bois. Please, come in. You're not expected, but I'm sure Master Primewater will be very pleased to see you. Hold still. She takes out her wand of prestidigitation, and she starts, like, you know, like air drying your clothes kind of deal. Yeah. That makes a terrible mess. The rains, they just won't stop. They won't stop at all. Might I interest you, in the lounge?
Why, yes. And Thorgrim's just gonna stomp off towards the lounge.
Okay.
Being very familiar with it.
Fair enough. Yeah. So she takes you guys to the lounge. It's nothing but like dark woods and darker leather, with the heady, lingering scent of expensive cigars and whiskeys. She asks, "Will you be needing the drugs?"
The what? The
no,
what?
well, Nikolai at least not need, but maybe others. I don't know.
These are trying times. I don't mind wheeling out the trolley if you need a little pick-me-up or treat.
No, I think I'll do it with me drink. That's all about it.
Well, you know, Mr. Fireforge, they've done studies up in Waterdeep, and they say that alcohol is worse for you than a lot of these recreational products. Just saying. There's no judgment here.
Well, I guess I got it. You may be all right. I don't.
No, I don't want to twist your leg. It's fine. So, I could use a little toot myself. I'll bring snacks. And she kind of heads out of the room.
Okay.
All right. So you are left to your own devices in the lounge.
Thogrum is like super hard in thought right now. If you look at him, he's like scratching his beard, like looking up at the ceiling, like tapping his chin, like thinking super hard.
Mr. Thogrum, what are you thinking about? Or does that disturb your thought process? I don't mean to intrude.
No, it's okay. I'm just waiting for Mr. Primewater to get here.
He's thinking about jokes.
Oh, God damn it!
Yeah.
The dog joke.
Okay.
Maybe,
So,
maybe.
Oh, what are the odds? What are the odds?
all right. It takes some time, but eventually, he does come down to join you. In the time that you're waiting, does anyone have anything they want to discuss, or?
So, what do we do after here? If I just like ask to the group, like what's on the to-do list?
Well, I think we have Merfolk investigation, which should go swimmingly. And he looks at Thogrum when he says that.
Thogrum's gonna give him the wink and the gun.
And we also have dragon, maybe, that we need to put some fire to, so to speak.
Yeah.
All right. A door slides open. The same door that Feliza left from, but not the same one that you were brought in from. It's very like Mansion from Clue. You know what I'm saying? Closing the door behind him, you see Primewater. He is looking rough. Like he has not gotten a lot of sleep. Like he has not been eating well. He kind of looks around the room at all of you and lets out a deep sigh of relief as you see him sort of mentally head counting everyone present.
Can I walk up and shake his hand?
If you'd like, yeah.
I'm just gonna tell him that sorry, we smell like a couple of wet dogs, but it's raining. It's raining dogs and dogs outside, if you know what I mean.
He smiles at you weakly. You could tell that this guy's been going to a lot of bureaucratic meetings, and his ability to feign emotion is wearing thin. But he kind of gives you a thin line of a smile and says, I noticed. Yeah.
I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder and kind of like walk back off to join the group.
So, and then before he can even sit down, the door slides open again, and you see Feliza bringing a little trolley of sandwiches. They are meat-heavy sandwiches, but she does bring in some slices of raw fish and also a bowl of cubed apples. She sort of just leaves them there with some damp towelettes and kind of excuses herself from the room.
Beliza.
She turns to face you, unafraid. Yeah.
Would you
Yes.
perchance have any pickles?
Yes, of course. You must be feeling very hungry. From what I understand, everyone's feeling very hungry lately.
Mm.
Okay. And she leaves and returns moments later with pickles. Sitting down in his chair, Prime Water, pulls out cigar, cuts cigar, lights cigar, that kind of thing. And sort of turns his gaze to all of you. Let me know if my sound is dropping or anything. Hello?
So far, so
You're
good.
No,
good.
you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I don't know, I'm getting some weird sound on my end. He kind of looks at all of you and he says, "It's good to be around people I can trust."
Oh, you trust me?
After everything that's happened, I trust you more than I ever have.
Oh, I do a little heart sign with my finger claws.
My accountants tell me that any number larger than 0, even a decimal, is considered more. So, yes, I do trust you more than when I first met you. Alright. I don't even know where to start. Ida continues counseling the Lady of Daggerford. Things seem to be going well. This unusual weather pattern we're having has not reached Daggerford. Though the swamps are flooding, the sewers are overflowing, and the townspeople, my wife included, are losing their minds. So,
Hmm.
yes, it was an unfortunate accident, but she had made preparations just in case something like that happened, and so she is detained for the time being. She wanted me to make sure that you still had your dagger she gave you.
Oh jeez. Nikolai will say, I still have dagger. Also, this is a very minor thing, but has Miss Ida mentioned any handsome hobgoblin wizards recently, or no? I think about her from time to time.
Not to me. We're not really ones to swap romantic information.
Oh, this was not romance, just other. Never mind. We should keep talking.
Sure. So, where do I even start? I had Kreb reach out to you. There was a number of things that I was trying to deal with, one of which involved a business associate of mine. To put it plainly to you, a kraken of great strength controls the northern seas, the ones north of Waterdeep and Neverwinter. A large part of my success as a businessman has come from my willingness to work with such creatures and pay the dues that they require. Because I have proven over the years to be a competent individual with competent contacts, the Kraken did reach out to me through agents, asking for assistance with a delicate matter. However, I found out who was responsible for the kidnapping of the Kraken's spawn, and it put me in a very difficult position. assist a powerful ally and enjoy boons for decades to come, or cross a more immediate ally and face certain destruction. It seems that the Kraken's spawn was stolen from it and sequestered away by Kelidek, local archmage. I don't think you've ever had the pleasure of meeting this individual. But Kelidek the unnamed, unspoken, is a powerful figure in our town. Has been here for centuries. He, as you've probably heard, controls the trade of magical spells and goods, etc., etc. He's also a business ally of mine, and an incredibly dangerous individual. I took the opportunity upon discovering his involvement to rescind my interest in assisting, which is unfortunate, as it will damage any trade I might have in the north significantly. But with my wife in the state that she was in, and the town in the state that it was in, I could not move against him. It didn't matter, though, because Kelidek's past seems to have caught up with him. He apparently took a number of favors from the Red Wizards of Thay, and they came to collect earlier than he was expecting. He is no longer with us.
Oh. What got to him?
The Red Wizards of Thay, well, they took it under their own power to go and free the Kraken spawn, and then teamed up with said Kraken to destroy Kelidek utterly.
Did it eat him, or how did he die?
I am not privy to all of the details, but by informants inside the guard describe the interior of his tower as a bloodbath. The walls, floors, and ceilings painted with gore. The Red Wizards, you see, like to send a message when they do their work, and I am sure my ally or former ally is the same way. I think all of you could certainly respect the mindset of creatures not liking their young interfered with. This does bring up a number of issues. The Red Wizards are not one. They have left the region. Their work here done. His tower has been gutted of anything worth selling or having. I suppose to pay towards his arcane debt that he owed. There are dark and troubling times ahead, and Saltmarsh has now lost its most powerful spellcaster. I can't begin to tell you how unprotected I feel without Kelidek around. His mere existence kept a number of terrible creatures away from our town. There is an old hag who lives far south along the coast who, before Kelidek's time, would come and demand the firstborn female child of every season as tribute. After he arrived, she only visited that one time and learned better of it. But we have more to worry about than hags now, don't we?
I should say so.
Yeah, and not to worry too much, Mr. Primewater. I think we have powerful both spellcasters and killers in to help you.
My wife describes you as the blood of heroes. She says that every now and again, mortals are, as she puts it, targeted by the multiverse for great deeds, ill or beneficial. Regardless, I have watched your power swell over the months, and I cannot argue. So, why not I tell you what I know, and you tell me what you know, and together we can try and find a way out of all this. Does that work?
Mhm.
Alright. Where do I begin? The rains show no sign of stopping. The druids claim that the magic is caused by arcane or divine magics. Even their spells that can affect and change the weather are unable to do anything about this endless precipitation. The fishing industry is booming. Large fish that have no business being this close to the surface or this far inland, are throwing themselves into the nets of fishermen. Never in the history of this town have we ever had such a boom of fish. The short-sighted view it as some sort of blessing. The rains, the fish, it must be the gods looking out for Saltmarsh. None stop to ask why these massive fish from the deeps are migrating towards us, towards the shore, towards the surface, with such rapidity and desperation. But you know why.
She who hungers.
I have been unable to convince the Fishermen's Guild to stop going out to sea. They tell me the same excuse every time. The people are hungry, Gellin. The people are hungry. And all through the town, animals, children, and adults slowly succumb to this hungering madness. Many have been locked away, muzzled, so that they do not devour their own flesh and bones. My own wife succumbed to the hungering madness, so it is not just an affliction of the mind that can only affect the living. I found her with 2 servants, and what was left of them. I followed her instructions. She is sealed away, where she can cause no further harm. She told me to tell you that you must keep the picnic basket safe. Don't let the bears get the picnic basket. And he just makes a face like, my wife says some weird shit. But he kind of like is also checking to make sure he got it right. So, there is that. Now, we're not the only ones afflicted by this. I have contacts among the merfolk. As I said, I am willing to work with anyone as long as it is mutually beneficial to both parties, particularly mine. While the merfolk of the region despise land dwellers, and more than that despise the people of Saltmarsh, I have been able, over the years, to cultivate a friendship with a small number of them, and they have come to me seeking aid. They are at a loss of what to do. They are without allies, and they are desperate for any sort of advisement or aid. I remembered the work you did with the Sorial lizardfolk, and you were my top pick to go down there. I cannot risk leaving the town, or I would go myself. The merfolk are not especially powerful with magic, and would have preferred a meeting in person. I have the coordinates of their hidden city I am prepared to share with you, and I have acquired, through no small expense, a spell that Nikolai here should be powerful enough to cast that will allow you to survive at the bottom of the ocean. I feel that it is imperative that we find out what the merfolk know. Take their information, compare it to ours, and get a better sense for what is happening and when. Now, your turn. What do you have for me?
Oh, Skull, tell him about your new friend.
So, we decided to investigate into Copperlock's mine. It took us beneath the city, way down below. We found a contingent of lizardfolk, cultists, and maybe what this whole thing is about. The vault filled with souls that we believe the superpowers of the region are trying to collect. We don't know when it will open, but it will only open at a certain time. And they will both be coming for him, the dragon and she who hungers.
Do you suppose this is what motivated Kelladek, the picnic basket?
Yes, I believe this is the picnic basket.
I see. Do you feel that there's no way to pit the dragon against she who hungers, or has the dragon already thought of a way around that?
I mean, I'm assuming she knows. I couldn't imagine a scenario where she thinks that she's gonna run into She Who Hungers, like, on a whim.
I believe she sent the lizard folk to kind of clear the way for her. We could get there first before the vault open, but there are guardians. Unspeakable horrors.
Did you leave the unspeakable horrors? I hope you didn't destroy the guardians and then leave. That seems like you'd be doing her work for her.
Did not.
Yeah, no, we would not do that. They're still there, keeping all those souls safe, so to speak.
And these souls,
What we could
where
tell,
did they come from?
we also rescued a small group of merfolk that were being held hostage. We did investigations into the swamp. We found other crypts of merfolk and their souls. We believe that the vault is full of possibly not just merfolk, but don't really know how they're putting the souls in the vault, but I believe it's mostly merfolk.
His eyes narrow, and he's like, so you're saying that for some time, people have been sacrificing merfolk and others, and stashing the souls away for a literal rainy day.
That is what the logical mind would conclude, Mr. Gellin.
He admires the humor. Anna
Yes.
smiles.
I see.
Yeah, looks like everybody wants this giant vault of souls. But
Like a dog burying a bone. Am I right, Thogrum?
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I hear when it rains, it pours. Dogs sometimes.
You might want to leave it up to Thogrum.
Yeah, yeah. It's close. You're close. I feel like you're in the ballpark.
No,
Oh,
he's
the
just been
dog
listening. He's like
park.
trying.
Oof. Okay.
Hmm.
Skull.
Yes.
How fair the Soriel? They are our closest allies geographically to the Rathroxus lizardfolk and Sinesis.
Recently received a message from the princess herself. They are in trouble. They are being extorted for their children now. It seems Sinesis, I believe, in my opinion, is getting desperate.
Are the children not their greatest treasure?
Sorry, I believe so. That is why Sinesis needs to eat. She seems to be. Maybe this hunger is even affecting her.
Are you suggesting that the hunger that she feels is unnatural? Like perhaps many of the folk of this city are experiencing?
Perhaps Illyria found a book, but a lot of information about her in particular, right?
This is the same dragon that nearly destroyed Daggerfell? Am I correct? There was that thing with the Duchess and her brother went crazy and made war against the creatures of the swamps, and then a big dragon showed up, a black one, and caused all manner of problems. So they had to hire adventurers to stop it, and then those same adventurers were brought back in, not long after, and assassinated the Duke.
Yeah, that one.
Now, if the stories are true, and the adventurers didn't just cut a deal with the dragon, then this dragon has already died. Once. But I have heard that some people are unscrupulous. They will accept a job and fake the results. I find it hard to believe that the region could support two dragons of such size and ferocity. Dragons in general are not very social with each other.
Yeah, I think we're dealing with one. Very, very hungry one.
By all accounts, the dragon is quite large then.
Mm-hmm.
But you feel that whatever this hunger is, and her inability to continue the rituals involving her own young, is weakening her somehow? Is that what I'm
think
understanding?
it's changing her, or it's warping her body. There is a associate of hers that said that her mad rituals have changed her in a less than scrupulous way, and it's driven her kind of mad, and she wants these souls to go further beyond, get really strong, and yeah, that would be not good. No
Are you
good, very bad thing.
saying that this dragon
Mm-hmm.
has turned eating into some sort of arcane ritual and intends to eat all of the aforementioned souls that are stored below this city?
I believe so. thinking that if she could get there before She Who Hungers, that she could take all the extra soul power for herself, and then you have an ancient black dragon that has a millennium, 1,000, couple years worth of souls.
That seems like it would be very, very bad. Do you think that we need to evacuate the city?
Why don't
I mean,
I don't know what you all think, but why don't we wait a little bit and go investigate? But Thagrum, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I don't know that evacuating anywhere is gonna really do anybody any good.
Yeah, maybe
If
like the
she
children.
succeeds,
I don't know.
I don't
they
think
have, like,
anyone's
an,
gonna be safe.
Yeah, you have like an omnipotent ancient black dragon.
Yeah, why don't you let us go deal with Black Dragon problem, and we will keep city safe, and then drink vodka when we come back.
You should tell the local magic shops are on a suicide mission. And make
Yeah.
The local magic shops, as you put it, are not faring so well. Towards the end of Kelladek's life, he began to put the hard press on the quartermasters of Joachim. Their trade routes have been tampered with. So what they have is all they have for some time until things get back to normal.
What happened to Kelladek's stuff?
As I
So it was
mentioned
taken.
earlier, the Wizards of Thay took it with them. More than likely split it with the Kraken's agents.
Oh well.
What kind of strength does a fella have to get his own tower? Gonna kind of nudge Nikolai, like, eh?
Oh, I don't know. I would imagine very, very strong strength, maybe. I kind of wish we had been there, because I could have maybe taken his stuff too.
Well, I mean, he's dead, and he left no heir apparent. Though with wizards, it's my understanding that they are hard to kill. So we may yet encounter Kelladek again someday. As it stands, the property is being held by the city for. He's like kind of closes his eyes. I believe 6 months, and if he does not return and no one returns to claim it in his stead with proof of inheritance, it becomes property of the city, and then the city could do with it as it wills. On that note, I'm sure if we're all still alive and the city is still standing, and you are responsible for that, I don't see any problem with handing his tower over to you. It's a remarkable structure from what I understand.
Yes,
That's
I would. Yes, I would like to live in the shaft of Kelladek. That would be very nice.
Dargon's gonna hold his finger up, like, never mind, forget it.
No, it's what you call tower. No, here you call it shaft.
It is a large cylindrical object. You are not too far off the mark. Yep.
Has anybody ever heard of phrasing? Is that still a thing? Are we doing that or no?
What are we talking about?
So
Evacuation. Is it a good idea?
Maybe the children.
I mean, of course.
should
Where
we
would you
send this?
go?
Where is far enough? If this is the same dragon who had adventurers called on her years ago by Daggerford, I don't think they're going to. She's going to let them off the hook, especially not if she's acquiring godlike powers.
We're completely surrounded by swamps too. Get from here.
Oh,
to
I know.
Daggerford.
We could put the children in the vault. This would be perfect, and I'm not serious. So let's not do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So he just sort of drums his fingers, and he's like, we could try sending a ship north to Waterdeep. See if the children and their parents could stay there. The issue is Saltmarsh is full of free spirits. And even when something is in the best interest of the people, being told they have to do it will often make them not want to do it.
Yeah, I don't want to wear a mask either.
Hey, whoa.
Oh, I'm
Whoa.
sorry.
There's
Oh.
no need for masks. That's crazy talk. I meant evacuating.
Okay.
Yeah. We've had a number of terrible storms, and more often than not, the people of Saltmarsh refuse to go inland, claiming that if Umberlee would take them, then she will take them. And that if their deeds are just, then they will be protected. It is this same mindset that makes it possible for us to thrive in the manner that we do, but it is certainly a flaw of the people as well as a strength. So, I could at least make the offer, which would assuage my conscience a bit, give some people the opportunity to leave.
Do you need
Yes,
to
you
worry
can
about
use
big...
our ship to assist.
Oh yeah.
You may need your ship if you intend to meet with the merfolk.
Right. Never mind.
Do you
Duh.
do you need to worry about Big Kraken? That is no longer super good friend of yours, or no?
I am a very small fish in that creature's very vast ocean. I'm sure someday, when he has nothing else to do, he will visit upon me some petty vengeance, but more than likely, he will punish me financially by making my life a little bit more difficult if my ships or fleet decide to sail his waters. So, it is what it is, as they say. Well, it sounds like all we have to deal with is our only underwater contacts and allies desperate for aid, that they would turn to the people they hate the most for assistance. The only allies we have close to the dragon being extorted for their very children, and a power-mad dragon who is intent on stealing the powers of a god, and then the aforementioned god who will eventually wake up to come and take that power for herself.
So, what should we
Seems
do with the
manageable.
souls when we get there?
Well, I would assume you would set the souls free.
Is
You
it
are
like a-
heroes, aren't you?
Oh yes, but I mean, like, how do you set them free? Do you just kind of like open the door?
I mean,
or-
you travel with a priest. Why not ask the priest how you would free the souls?
You take the cage outside. You open the cage and you run behind a bush real quick.
I mean, it's about like that. It's about like that.
It's like a beehive. It's like a bee.
I imagine they're pretty mad that they're stuck in there for a long time.
Yeah.
That's why I was scared to go down there, like open them up, like they're just gonna attack us probably.
My understanding is that if a soul does not have a body to tether it to, and does not have a compulsion to stay behind, its prime directive is to move on to whatever world is waiting for it next. So, I would assume then that opening the vault would be enough. Though there, I suppose, is the chance that you are going to open the vaults, and there will be a lot of very angry ghosts.
I think this is where a good
Oh, wow.
talking bard comes in and just makes them all feel happy again, and then they leave us alone.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
certainly. The
Ah.
one, yeah. If anyone can do it, I am sure it would be Turi. After all, Turi, you were able to win the heart of a noble succubus. I even caught my wife painting a tasteful nude. Well, I assume an imagined nude.
I'm flattered.
Yeah. So,
Is that awkward in D&D times? Like, would that be?
in Forgotten Realms, probably not too awkward. Yeah, probably not too awkward. They've kind of moved past their Dark Ages equivalent. So they're very much in an age of discovery again, which is kind of good. Like things got real bad during the spell plague, but now they're like, hey, we got to stick together, make it happen, kind of deal. So it really depends on the region. The world's so big that some places are going to be more prudish than others. Some places are going to be more open about that kind of stuff. So, but you don't walk the streets of Saltmarsh and see naked statues everywhere like you would in like a more Mediterranean/Greek type setting, for example. Yeah, but Prime Water, he kind of concedes that you have the resources, the skills, and the strength to make incredible things happen. He's just curious now if you're going like what you will do next, essentially.
Well, I'm game to fight the dragon any time the opportunity presents itself to put down a dragon's a good time to me, but
We would just like powwow real quick.
Sure. Yes, Skull. How long does Princess have before she is next in eating of or being eaten?
He puts his hand together. She is next.
But like a week, like 3 days, or totally unclear.
I can find out more information tomorrow.
Fair.
Not going there. It's hard to. I already used.
Yeah, for
Oh.
sure.
Today. I think
She
today- I think
did.
it's the same
She
day.
did say next,
Yeah.
right? I think she
Yeah.
said next she would be taken. So
Yeah, definitely. She
Yeah.
said next.
Would we know like how often that dragon's making her visits then? Like, oh, she
Oof.
comes.
When you
every
last
2
checked with
days,
them, it was every few days, and then you guys gave them a pretty generous amount of money,
Mhm.
in order to kind of keep them going. That was when you dropped off Joku after the soccer
Mhm.
game against the Hydra. So
I guess I worry if we wait too long, Princess will die. But I mean,
Mm.
obviously, lots of bad things going on.
yeah, it's tricky. It's a tricky situation.
I think the DM's making us choose and stuff.
The longer we wait to help the lizard folk, the fewer fighters they'll have to shore us up. So in some ways, it's a diminishing returns to go later.
hmm Or you could just ignore them altogether and focus on other stuff that more than likely have to deal with a super pissed off Synesis at a later date. But she is certainly a problem that is not going away.
But
Skull, would the
babies.
lizard folk evacuate?
We convinced them not to, because we thought that the gold would keep them going. But no, I'm
What
assuming,
if we
like, the
go walk
dragon's
that one
desperate.
back right away?
Well, that was the whole thing when I found out that she who hungers might flood the area. I was like, I'm gonna message lizard folk and be like, you guys need to leave, or it gets flooded, and your home is destroyed. But then that's when I found out that
She has eyes all over the swamp. She'll be able to know that they're leaving.
yeah.
But well, what? What if they came to
Okay.
Saltmarsh?
Let's-
I know they haven't traditionally been allies, but an enemy of my enemy is my friend, right?
Alright. So, I mean, we
Exactly.
could take an afternoon to, like, I don't know, move all the lizard folk over here. I could, like, take 2-hour breaks and start teleporting people around. But,
Yeah. What if we? Sorry. Go ahead. Get next.
no, I mean, but, like, if you wanted to move all of them, that could be the fastest thing to do. And then we just go take it to Synesis. But, whatever you guys want to do is fine.
We could potentially escort, but I don't know how many are left and how much they have to carry.
I mean, it's evacuation, they leave all their stuff.
Well,
But eggs and bait.
what I thought might be a good plan is that we don't know if Sneeze herself comes to take whatever she takes, but we might be able to lay an ambush for her, attack her. The problem is that she'll most likely run away. The problem is keeping her from running away.
What if we all hide and like make we make eggs and we're all in like a bunch of different eggs and then we like pop out.
Prime Water's eyes go wide, and he says, "Did Feliza bring you drugs?"
That's so
No.
normal.
No, this is part of creative dragon killing process, Prime Water. Just thinking out loud.
Gotcha. All
I
right.
would like to avoid her lair if we can, but sounds like that.
Yeah, I agree.
I think, let's go to the lair.
All right, okay, next you've convinced me.
That's
You
all
sounded-
it took. That's
Well,
all it
here's
took.
the other thing: is that
you-
we have the Bahir.
Yeah, we
installed
got the
lizard folk.
here. We take it to the lair. We get her, we kill her, we take her stuff, and we have one less dragon in the world.
And
But
you
why don't
sounded.
we just
Go ahead.
why won't we just wait for her to show up to the lizard folk and then just
Exactly.
attack her
And we
there?
ambush her.
So
and-
she's not in her lair.
yeah,
True.
Be here.
But Cadeneck sounded so excited when
Yeah.
he said that.
He looked really excited when he
No.
saw that succubus gold too, and then he got sucked into a mirror. So
Mhm. Fair.
Uh-huh.
Fair.
Yeah,
Right?
Hey,
Uh,
hey.
yeah. They do
You
make
found
good-
the dragon
they do make-
sword. There is a mirror on the wall. Give me a wisdom saving.
Okay, I
Or
took
charisma.
one for the team.
You did. No, you definitely did.
No, it's
Yeah.
good you locked in there, because then we had to take you out when we found the real Daggerford.
But
Anyway,
they do.
so are
they
we
do
are
make-
we all on plan to like we just want to go help the lizard folk out first before go help in the middle fork then?
Yeah, so, yeah.
I think so. And,
I
and,
think-
and they
And that way they
and
can put orders
par-
into they can evacuate all the people out of here while we're doing that, and then we come back and we can go to Merfolk.
Yeah. And party
I'll
members
walk
make
and
good point, Mr. Kidnex. Maybe we should not do lair fight, and then we can maybe go to lair afterwards and then take stuff.
How far can
We
I
could
mention door?
Wait until she leaves and then go on her lair and then ambush her in her lair. No.
I think we should fight her lair, personally. Sounds fun.
lair
No,
actions.
Let us.
No, it sounds
Cadenex, I'm starting to think you're reconsidering your decision to not forfeit our souls earlier.
Oh,
I mean,
wait.
the-
Cadenex, do you have a new patron named Synesis?
Character's name
Just
is
want to
Ross.
check.
No, I think the poor lad spent so much time on the ground, he has an affinity for it now. Like,
Nah, you just keep it. So I was keeping it, as the kids say, 100. And just,
The halflings. You mean the halflings?
the halflings say they keep it 100 and all gas, no brakes. Just,
Well,
Skull's point.
We can
It's
gather.
not-
We can gather supplies today. Sleep tomorrow. I'll message her again and find out more information.
Oh, also,
I'll
do
think
I
about what message that.
check
now.
on the kid? Where's it? Yeah, he's with Luck, but I don't have his Bluetooth.
Prime Water would have the other one.
Okay. Yeah, Prime Water's like, you need to get a hold of.
We don't need to. Just like I want to know if he's like okay.
That was
nothing.
awfully defensive, and Pro offered very quickly. All right.
Not like we're kissing or anything, you know?
Sure, sure. So, you need to get in touch with Locke, or would like to, because of strategic business reasons only,
Mhm.
to find out the status of the child.
Yeah, of course, that thing. Yeah.
I see.
It's not like I care about them or anything.
No, of course not. Of course not. Since Skull cares so much, we would want to check. I understand. All right then.
Hey, of
Skull,
course
who
I want to
cares?
check out him.
Sure, sure. I have them in a safe location, but I can send for them.
Well, then
Nope.
Or
keep
do you
them
just
there.
want to know? You just want to know what's going on. I do have to ask. Have you considered just handing over the baby?
No.
No, we will not do that. This is their baby. Those two people over there. And he points to Skull and Cadenex.
Fair enough.
I mean, if we hand over the baby, I think the dragon, she becomes out of our control, if you understand.
Ah, I see. I see. This is wrapped up in the she needs to constantly feed upon her young theory, and by denying her this, combined with whatever effect She Who Hungers is having on the region, she is being driven mad almost, falling apart from being unable to sustain whatever magic she's been doing on herself. Similar, perhaps, to a vampire not feeding.
Yeah, we're really looking for those disadvantage on attack rolls when we have to deal with her.
I see.
He doesn't.
Yeah. Also, I'm just not giving anything to a fucking dragon as long as the rest I live.
I
That's
mean,
fair.
that's a thing too.
Yeah.
In my experience, it is never enough. If you give something to a dragon, it will simply ask for more the next time.
Yeah, Ferris crosses his arms like indignantly, and like he's like, yeah, yep.
All right. Well, it sounds like everyone needs a little time. So, I suppose finish up your business, make your decisions, and then make me aware of what's going on. I have heard back just now from Luck. The child is fine, but bored. He's entertained by art.
Yay.
If you want to send him tiny kobolds, he might have fun with them, but it comes at the risk of kobold lives.
Well,
Are you offering up Ferris's sweet little baby?
No, I'm hoping there are other kobolds in town, because, he has to practice his killing instincts and all those things.
Oh. No.
Got past that.
So, I will let you go for now, and you can let me know what it is you decide to do next. Or not, if you feel that it would be better to keep it a secret. I have no one else to send to the merfolk. But I will be in communication with them again within the next 2 days. Is there an answer that I could give them on your behalf?
We are going to go see them, aren't we?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
I
want
think
to. I think as soon as possible. I mean,
I think dragon first and merfolk second, then hopefully in 2 to
All right.
4 days we're talking to them.
We didn't want to pit. I guess we're no longer willing to wait to pit the dragon against
All right.
you hungers.
I think if we wait, then the princess will die.
well, I think all of them will die. Eventually, she'll eat everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she only gets stronger, ultimately every time she eats someone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think we try and quickly deal with Mama Dragon, and then we go talk with Merfolk, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Prime Order is impressed by your bravado and courage, and will say nothing to deter you from your path.
Uh-oh.
Okay. All right. Well, best of luck, and I hope that I see you again. I would like this reign to end. And I think you all are the people that can make that happen. All right. If you don't have anything else from me, I will let you get about your business. I certainly have enough business of my own that needs to be taken care of.
If you got like a whole like werewolf coven that could help out too, but
I don't really associate with other lycanthropes. They have a lot of trouble curbing their instincts, as it were. And while there are some lycanthropes that are more noble than others, such as the werebears, they are a bit insufferable.
oh, okay.
And don't think that just because something is a werebear means that it's going to be your friend, because the frost giants of the far north practice the tradition of lycanthropy. Imagine a giant white bear, 17 feet tall. That's a big bear.
That's a massive bear.
That's a big bear.
Oh
You know what's
my
even
gosh,
more
I wanna
terrifying
see
about them? They have ships. Imagine in your regular-sized person ship. You're just sailing along, trying to run some goods, and then a longship, big enough for giants, shows up. That's pretty scary. They don't need cannons, because they just throw giant chunks of ice that are more powerful than cannons. And then, when you think it can't get any worse, they turn into giant bears. Anyways, that's the past. Let's take care of the future. All right. And with that, he stands up and he moves to leave. Okay. Feliza comes in as he leaves and shoos you guys away. She has made you each a sack lunch. It has fried potatoes and chicken salad sandwich.
That's so
Ooh.
sweet.
Yeah.
There is, of course, one chocolate chip cookie. It is oversized to make up for there only being one. So.
Do we have
All
to
right.
roll for initiative or?
That's all good.
Just
So
see who gets
back.
the cookie?
No. Sorry, there's only one in each bag.
Oh.
My bad. Yeah. That I should have been more clear. I just don't want any PvP over the only cookie.
But Mr. Skull, if you want my chocolate chip cookie, you could have it too. You could have 2 cookies.
Yeah.
And
You hunger for those cookies in an
I-
almost unnatural way.
I hand my cookie to Skull
Okay.
because I saw what how excited he was about it.
This cookie, supernatural. It has a nice, crunchy exterior, but a soft, chewy interior. The perfect blend of a hard cookie and a soft cookie. No chocolate chips, chocolate chunks. That's what she's throwing down in her fucking kitchen, full of imps. Okay. See, bad guys aren't always bad guys, right? It's like Wreck-It Ralph tried to tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I agree.
All right. So, this lady has left town, so we'll go ahead and get her out of here. She's a big fucking quitter. Okay. This lady got eaten, so she's gone. This lady down in Schultz, so we get rid of her. This lady's technically still alive, but she's in bad shape. These two are in a secret bunker doing art projects. This guy's living his best life. Is engaged. Super excited. All right. So, back out in the town of Saltmarsh. What business do you have before you settle in for the evening?
We'll wrap up with Illyria real quick. There is some +3 crossbow bolts in one of the shops. It's 400 each. How many are there available? I can pull it up. Ooh. Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Oh no.
Didn't hear what I just said.
Yeah.
You said that you were looking at the bolts, and I said that there were a dozen.
Oh, I
Okay.
didn't hear you. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Must have
didn't
cut out. A dozen? Yeah, I guess we'll buy all those, of course.
Bolts that can shoot a god.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you absolutely, positively gotta kill. No substitute. +3 crossbow bolts.
Oh, are there the
In
links to
Crash,
the
this
shops?
is the message I will send to the princess tomorrow. I'm just thinking about it.
Okay.
25 words. And what else? I don't see anything in the shop they particularly wanted.
I'm gonna grab the scroll of arcane luck and the scroll of disguise self.
Ooh, those are
That
good.
lance looks
Those are good.
pretty nice.
Yeah, but you have to be mounted to use it one-handed. Or, I guess you could use it two-handed. I think you're still at disadvantage.
Would I be? Oh,
I don't know. You
I
see,
think
you
you're
have
right.
disadvantage to attack with the lance within 5 feet of you, because it's expected you'll be mounted with it.
Right.
Yeah. Let me,
Yeah, there wasn't a bunch of stuff, but I mean there was some.
There's
let
the
me just
dwarven
pull this
anvil.
up.
Mhm.
That's weird.
Those.
Ooh, I guess I'll take that shield scroll.
I think there's a weird thing with the shield
The
scroll,
tricky
'cause-
thing about a
yeah.
shield scroll is you can cast it as a reaction, but it has to be in your hand at the time. Yeah. You would not have time out of turn to item interaction it into your hand and then use it as a reaction.
You don't have time to read it before the thing hits you.
Right.
You don't have time to say, oh shit, blah blah blah.
But, yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I guess unless you like, you could tape it to your face and then
Tape
I guess
it.
you'd be at disadvantage to the attacks. Coming up with solutions. Gon should have a solution for this.
I guess I'll just I'll check up on my kobolds, then I'll mine palace for the evening.
Mind Palace and chill.
Mine.
Oh man, but what is the name of that shop? Quartermaster.
The core masters of Joaquin, or yeah, just scroll up in the treasure chest there.
Yeah. Bells. Javelin of Lightning might be fun. Time.
I think Kitty Cat would basically just start following Spencer around, and then if Illyria, you were open to having people like hang out at your apartment,
Yeah.
I'd kind of like end up at some point there before like an early bedtime.
Of
I mean, if people-
course.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, everyone's always welcome. I'll quickly toss all of the bad cookies that
Oh, for
Oka
javelin
made.
of lightning, if it turns into a bolt of lightning, if I
Could I reform it after if it was a pack weapon? That'd be interesting.
Oh, you mean like summon it back? I bet you could.
Yeah.
After you
That's a good
chuck
idea.
it.
Yeah, after you chuck it, you like summon it back again.
Just double check your feature. Might be an action or a bonus action.
Mm-hmm. That sounds pretty cool. Hold on.
Also, the Dragon Slayer longsword. I don't know if we want that. Don't kill a dragon. We want that. Dog, you can't use a sword, right? I think we talked about this before.
No. No, just simple weapons and warhammers
Dang.
and battle axe. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So this is all happening in the evening hours before you guys sleep, basically, and then Skull is first thing in the morning going to send off this message. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so I'm not completely sure if I could do this or if the rules support it, but I pasted in the 2 relevant.
Okay. You create a packed weapon. Let's see. You're proficient with it. Sure. So what? Yeah, you can make it any weapon you want, including a short bow, long bow, light crossbow, heavy crossbow. Yeah. Okay. So what are you trying to do?
So if I could use this on Javelin of Lightning, if I could, because it turns itself into a bolt of lightning, I chuck it and then I just remake it again.
Let me check.
I think you could only have one weapon at a time, though. Like, I guess you could just carry around your halberd.
I'm sure someone's tried to do it before.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Mm-hmm.
Anvil. So there's a ring of resist lightning damage. Want that? I remember that it seems like a lot of underwater monsters like to use lightning. Like when we fought
Like
that eel.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The thing.
Oh, can we remember how you had our alchemist make
Oh yeah, exactly.
pots, resistance pots?
Yeah, so
can we get that?
Yeah, so the like level 3 or 4 Lafayette Westwind.
So you could do it, Pharos, but you only have the one, like, making it your packed weapon, right?
Mhm.
Will mean that your packed weapon has to be that javelin. And then it's a whole thing to make a new weapon your packed weapon. Like the improved pack weapon, you're basically manifesting a weapon with your own like will. Whereas the thing up here where you could take a weapon and make it your packed weapon, you would only be able to do one or the other, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and then the problem with the Javelin of Lightning is it's pretty cool to throw it and then, summon it back, but a Javelin of Lightning takes a whole day to recharge.
Oh yeah, that was my question. If once you dismiss and resummon, is it like a new instance of Javelin of Lightning? Not
1,000% no.
okay.
Okay. That's the kind of stuff that people find when they're playtested video games, like where the item would just get re-instanced instead of keeping its cooldown timer. So.
Go buy it anyway.
Yeah, the benefit is you throw it, and since it's not a weapon of returning, if you did have that on there, you could, of course, summon it back to you, which is beneficial in its own way. But
Yeah, if you chuck it off a cliff.
Or to get sticks in the hide of the creature flies away with it,
Oh,
or
yeah. Also,
any number of
Thogrum.
things.
I've been thinking about this since level 4. We should make some all-metal, like, crazy harpoons that I can jab into things, and then Tariq can heat metal on it.
Yeah, I can do that. That'd take me about an hour.
Yeah. Do that before we go.
I waggle my eyebrows ferociously at Skull and grin like a maniac.
Mm.
I'm
Also,
scared.
Mr. Thogrum, could you make tiny I don't know, let's say 10 tiny daggers for me?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
I mean, I have
pretty
10
easy.
tiny daggers on me.
Oh well, okay. Well,
No, we're
but
good.
I like the Thogrum
He wants
branding.
to stamp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make like a cool design for each one.
Yeah, I appreciate that, but yeah, I like the Thogrum Fireforge seal of approval.
When guns involved, you know it's good.
I'm just gonna make like a spear.
Awesome. I'm just putting that on my character sheet.
Yeah,
Amazing.
then I'll use channel divinities and stuff to take care of that. I haven't used those in like forever, so.
Okay.
Spear.
These are for animate objects.
For me?
Yeah.
I mean, I would never do that, Crash, but yes, they are.
Okay.
I think like 5 of them. Or I don't know. The spears. As long as it's under 100 gold or 50 gold?
Well, the channel divinity I can make something under 100 gold, yeah.
Okay. That's plenty. So I'll do like...
As long as it's been an hour.
Alright. Each 3 pounds. Probably more if they're all metal. That's probably like 5. I think that seems like a good number. Okay. Full metal spear. I think that's it. Do we just have like a dinner at Valeria's house?
Yeah, I wish I had
Maybe-
that chef fee.
Heroic feast, possibly. Can we
Oh, yeah.
hire someone to make one of those?
What, to get you a 3,000 GP bowl?
Oh yeah,
Oof.
those imps can make one. I bet those.
I mean, technically, Thogrum, can't you make them, assuming you have 3,000, in jewels and gold, right? You should
I
be able
can-
to.
I have smith's tools, stonework. I mean, carpenter's tools, brewer's supplies, brewer's tools.
Yeah,
Sorry,
magic's finicky. It definitely wants it to cost 3,000. Like
thought it-
the accountants of the universe are looking down.
I thought
So-
it was only 1,000, but I could be totally wrong.
No, if it's only 1,000, that's cool. I might be misremembering it. So
I mean, we have money to burn, so it doesn't really matter one way or the other.
no, hold on. I mean, if you're looking at the spell right now, I mean,
I'm not.
Okay.
But I ran a cleric before,
Okay.
and that's kind of my. But I can look at it.
That's
I
fine.
don't want to be that guy.
Hero's Feast. You were right. A gem encrusted bowl worth at least 1,000 gold. So yeah, I would say Thogrum, you're at a level where as long as you had 1,000 gold of gems and other precious things, you could use your ability to reshape them into the consumable material for that spell.
Yeah, right, because fabricate?
Right?
Yeah, I mean, I can convert raw materials into product,
Mm-hmm.
same material, yeah.
I've been
All
hoarding
right.
all these gems, so I guess now's the time to.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, once you have access to Hero's Feast, it's no joke. I mean, it kind of sucks for the cleric because you burn that 6th level spell slot, but giving everybody up to 12 creatures, that includes pets and familiars, or account as creatures, is immune to poison, cured of all diseases, and is immune to frighten.
Um,
Which, against a dragon, could allow you to actually fight it.
Point of order, though. I don't have 6th level spells, but can we get?
Oh, can you
Surfer
get somebody?
Sword?
Let me see if he's able to. He was able to cast Raise Dead, which is a 5th level spell. I have to double check what his level is. So you may have caught up to him by now.
When do you get 6th level spells?
11.
11.
Oh.
Alright.
Okay. Well.
We're only one away, though. We're close.
Oh, I gotta look it up real quick to see if it's available. Hold on. Whatever other planning you did do, please keep going without me.
Yeah,
There
I
it
guess
is.
I'll consult with Nikolai about spells that can keep a dragon from running away.
Well, there is. This is tough. There's probably more. Let's see. Check all
Hmm.
four.
You keep breaking up.
You're cutting
Nick.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe there's a storm.
Did we lose him? Yeah,
Oh.
we lost him all. Okay. Did we
Huh.
lose Tori?
Are you still there?
I'm still here.
Hey.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah. So Skull. I have. Let's see. Polymorph, obviously. Wall of Force might work. I haven't used it ever.
I imagine she's very big. I don't think she'll fit in the wall of force.
Yeah. Race. So it's about a 20 feet diameter. It looks like.
Aw. Well, then we can't, like, attack her either if she's in there.
True.
Anyway, we'll find out more information tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't have
What's
a
going
lot
on.
of great
What's
things
exactly
for
going
keeping
on with
her
lizard folk?
from flying away.
Let me look at my spell.
I mean, I do have things for keeping her from flying away, and they generally
Here it
involve
is. Sorry.
killing her. Yep.
Welgar Brian-Handed can cast cleric spells up to 5th level. So that is his limitation.
Well, no worries.
All right, we are close.
All right.
On the next one. The next big fight. I'll have it, hopefully.
Maybe.
Yeah. We're getting there.
No, there's the rest of you guys. You're all hiding. Okay. All right. So, you guys spend the evening buying, selling, planning. Spend the night crafting. In the morning, Skull, you send your message, and then you do receive a reply. Pretty quickly. No, I didn't. Yeah, it was supposed to be whispered, but I guess everybody hears it.
Yeah.
A sinister, large voice, not the princess, returns your message.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Mr. Skull, what did you hear?
Yeah, I guess
They
his
hit
face
reply
is-
all on the email.
It was a formatting thing. I made the foolish mistake of hitting enter. But either way,
I've done that before, yeah.
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 I mean, it's out there now.
Yeah.
The cookies are out of the cookie jar.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Well, should we bring? I don't think we should bring baby dragon, but I don't know. This is a sticky wicket, as people say.
Oh, well, what's the most convincing illusion or fake we can make? We were able to convince that Ebonfang was a kobold. We can probably get a kobold to look like a dragon.
I don't think you could fool an ancient dragon with like a costume. Unless you rolled really good on that disguise kit. Even then, like her flesh and blood,
Yeah,
I don't
but-
think should be fooled by that.
Between an illusion and a disguise.
Yeah, I guess we could.
Crash.
Bring
How
Ebonfang.
big is Ebonfang?
He's medium sized now. Yeah, he's pretty big.
Well, she hasn't seen her ever.
He's medium sized in the same way that a dog is considered medium sized in D&D, like a mastiff. So he's about the size of like a mastiff. Which, if you haven't seen a mastiff IRL, they're pretty big. Yeah, he's gotten pretty big pretty quickly.
So Crash, would the scroll of disguise self, which I just posted, work for someone?
Let's see. It's an illusion spell. So
yeah.
so there's that. Make yourself, including your clothing, armor, etc., look different until the spell ends. You can seem a foot shorter or taller. You can't change your body type, so you must adopt a form that has the same basic arrangement of limbs. Otherwise, the extent of the illusion is up to you. Yeah, go ahead and give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
Yeah, from Nikolai.
12?
Okay. I mean, it would certainly work. Mechanically, it would work mechanically.
But she might see through it. Maybe.
Well, there's it doesn't do anything to disguise voice, mannerisms, smell. So there's all that. It doesn't hold up to touch. It is only a visual illusion.
Can you how does your polymorph spell work? Can you make them look
Polymorph
like
will turn things into beasts. So they will actually physically become something else, as long as it is a beast.
Are dragons beasts?
No, dragons are the category dragon, and that's okay because they can still be polymorphed into beasts. You just can't polymorph something into a dragon. But you can certainly polymorph a dragon into a beast.
But thank you for asking. I had the same question.
Yeah. The caveat there is something that is under the effects of a polymorph spell will radiate alteration magic if anybody is using detect magic.
But would the non-detection collar work for that? Protect
Would a non-detection would it prevent detect magic? I believe it might. Let's see. Non-detection. For the duration, you hide a target you touch from divinity magic. Or, sorry, not divinity, divination magic. The target can be a willing creature, place, or an object no larger than 10 feet in any dimension. It cannot be targeted by any divination magic or perceived through magical scrying sensors. Technically, detect magic is a divination spell, but you would basically look at something and then get like an error in your, your thing. If you're trying to it would just say like, I can't scan this thing. If you're trying to completely hide a magical aura, I believe there's a spell for that as well. Nistil's magical aura, I think, can either hide or create a magical aura, which is a second level spell, and that is like another illusion spell. So when they talk about layering illusions, that's the kind of stuff they're talking about. It's like layering the stuff on top of more stuff on top of more stuff. Nistil's magical aura reveals false information, which is very handy. And it lasts 24 hours, doesn't require concentration. Only available to wizrobes.
Jeez. Well, maybe we should take baby and kill mama, but I don't know. This is stressful.
Well, what do you think about the decoy plan? We just say that we have even Fang, but we hide him as a kobold and so that's why he looks this way.
I mean, that seems good.
I have a
I mean, I
pretty
feel like
high deception score.
Gonna see through that. I think our only chance is to maybe once the deal is done, we get him out of the area as fast as possible. Maybe someone dimension doors him out of the area, and then we take the fight. But
then we'll be out of
yeah, do
Ferris, and then
Yeah.
it seems like the Even Fang will be a easy target to just gobble up.
I mean, I
Quickly?
could wall of force around Even Fang. Which
The
would,
old hamster ball.
yeah, he'd basically be unhittable until I lost concentration.
Yeah.
which I feel like if Mama is very unhappy about the situation.
But
The
I
Queen
get
Lyre, I believe, also has Wall of Force, so we have two options to keep that going.
And I get some extra benefits if I'm maintaining concentration on a spell now, which is Wall of Force.
Yeah, you're really good at keeping concentration, so...
Oh, sorry, it's Wind Wall, not Wall of Force.
It could work. It could work.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a pretty good plan.
But I still want to go to the lizard folk and get the Bahir, though, if we are going to have to go and fight her.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. Maybe the lizard folk can tell us more. She now now has my sending stone, and I have her sending stone. So if we want to give her a Liam Neeson, which is definitely what Skull's face looks like right now. I have a particular set of skills that I've honed over 10 levels of adventuring. Oh boy.
Have we thought about the emotional trauma that Eben Fang might experience if he sees us kill his mother? I think he'll be okay with it, but I do worry about the little guy.
Yeah, he'll turn out fine.
Okay.
Don't think he would even want to go with us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that might
Compared
be-
to the ongoing trauma of knowing that same mother is actively trying to kill him every day, I'm gonna say that one trauma he's better off taking that hit.
Okay. All right, so
Yeah.
we're gonna leave Eben Fang here. It sounds like.
I don't
mean-
think it's a good idea to take Even Fang.
I mean, he's
Yeah,
not
that's-
any
Deal
safer
with
here
her
anymore because
wrath.
Kaladek is gone, right? So, I mean, luck will kill everything. So,
if she wants-
They've been trying to maintain appearances that Kaladek is still there.
right.
Hence the reason that they haven't made a big deal about it or anything. But yeah.
I mean, who's to know that she doesn't know that Kaladek's dead? I mean, right? Do we know that she knows? Said
That never came up in the 25 words that she has spoken to Skull.
Yeah.
Right, so we're gonna bluff our way in. It sounds like. We're not bluff our way in, but when we encounter her,
I honestly say like we lure her out of her lair with Ebenfang and meet her in like a place of our choosing.
Hostage trade.
Yeah, I mean, because we're taking the extra. You know,
Oh,
we're
and then we can set
basically
our trap with the Bahir.
fighting her in heroic mode. You know, if she's in her lair. You know, like so if we can fight her out of her lair with any chance, I think we stand a much better chance of succeeding. As we wall of force Ebenfang, we fight her, and then if at any point it looks like Ebenfang's gonna die, it's probably better that we keep that from happening and then get out of the
Force is
area.
invisible, right? How long does it last?
That's a great question. It lasts. Let's see, 10 minutes,
Mm.
and it's an invisible wall of force.
I feel like she wants Ebenfang more than anything else.
She wants more.
probably.
Yeah, exactly.
So we use that to our advantage.
Because
and we
nothing else has been
lure her
working for her. Maybe.
Yeah,
Wait, no.
I'm not really too keen on fighting her in her lair. Plus, we can
Me neither.
maybe lay traps to fight her, somewhere else, or we can hire people or have, the lizard folk meet us somewhere. I don't know.
Would we know if she has the disintegrate spell?
From what you have read, she has the capabilities of a 20th level sorceress.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh my goodness.
We're fine.
Yeah, I think we just roll with it.
So that's like a meteor storm or a mass polymorph or a time stop or any of that craziness could technically happen. But don't worry, according to Kobold Fight Club, you guys are more than equipped to handle it. And they've never steered us wrong before. They've never steered us wrong before.
All right,
Gosh,
now
now
that
it's like. Guess it certainly couldn't get any worse for the lizard folks than it
Well, if we
already
show
is
up and
right
we don't
now.
have it, she's gonna be pissed off at us and want to kill us. So
yeah,
I say,
Yeah, but how do we get her to
That's
show
saying
up?
we lose all bargaining if he's not there. So if either we have him or we have like a decoy of him or
Yeah.
what do we need to bargain with? Like, don't we
No,
just
it's
want
like,
to
She's
hey,
not gonna
like-
show. Yeah.
it's like, hey,
Oh.
we was it Dormammu? We come to bargain, and
Oh, so the reason I wanted to go to lizard folk was to prevent this from happening, but it's already happened now. So
yeah. I
Well,
think we should.
you also said you wanted the Bahir, right?
yes, exactly.
And I think we should save Princess. She has helped us in past, sort of. So maybe I feel like we have obligation, and like many other people have said, we bring Ebenfang and we keep him extra super duper safe.
Yeah, I just don't think she's gonna show up without anything that's like pretty.
yeah, so like we go to we
confident.
go somewhere, we
Right, and
take his
she-
little collar off, and she flies in. Hopefully,
We have the cell phone now. We can call her.
yeah.
We have 2 cell phones now.
So what do we say? We trade. We say like, okay, here's Ebenfang. What do we want in exchange?
She's gonna be like, "Oh, you get to keep your life.
Yeah.
That's it."
Yeah, I mean
And
that's true.
I don't know,
And maybe
we
she
could say-
kills the princess anyways. I mean, she's
I
a
mean,
black
no,
dragon.
okay,
Can't
we could
trust her.
say it's like,
Yeah, and
hey,
she's
hey,
crazy.
hey, like, well, yeah, so we want Saltmarsh to safety.
Did the voice I heard
we give you the
sound
baby.
unhinged or fed up or like?
It
Can I insight
sounded it sounded excited.
Yeah, I think we tell her we will bring baby. Please don't kill Princess. And then we kill her.
Gotta make sure she doesn't eat everything though.
Yeah, we will have to before you use any cell phone technology, Skull. We will cast Wall of Force.
It only lasts 10 minutes.
It does. So we'll have to listen carefully for the beating of the wing.
and then
I mean,
she
yeah.
can just disintegrate
I mean, yeah.
it.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, there are so many things that could go wrong with our amazing plan.
And we don't have heroes fees.
We are heading towards the end game here. You could just write the princess and the story all off, focus on other things, see what the merfolk have, more than likely level up off of whatever they need, and then go on a rampage revenge mission. That's a tough sell, but
I don't know. I think if we think we're gonna be able to beat her, this is probably our best chance before she consumes Ebon Fang or anything like that. But the trick is keeping Ebon Fang alive, you know. Which, if she disintegrates a wall of force, at least that's a bonus on our part, because at least she's spending her action doing that.
that would be an entire round of combat that she spends doing that. Also, you can counterspell, so that's a thing. Now, admittedly, she could counterspell, which is a thing, but
Oh, and then we'll
it's all-
counterspell her
there you go.
counterspell.
If you have enough magic cards in your deck, absolutely counterspell away. Tap them two blue manas to do what you gotta do.
Yep.
This Indian's all your friends. Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
This is our shot.
Yeah, I agree with Thogrim. We only have one shot. This is good time to take one shot. In the words of Mr. Hamilton, musical by Disney.
Mm-hmm. The were-rat playwright Disney. Yep, I remember him.
So I guess if anything, we can try to get some of the lizardfolk people to come and help us, maybe. If they have anybody able-bodied, we get them, and we stage an ambush somewhere here and anything else. So.
Yeah, I mean, they'd be good at setting an ambush up.
So maybe
But
we
the thing
keep
is,
it like.
she could just dip out, but she won't want to unless she has everything.
Yeah, that's why it's like we have to have Ebon Fang there, unfortunately, or we have to have something that's just like so much like Ebon Fang that, which I don't think with her nose, eyes, and everything like that, I don't think there's any way we can fake an Ebon Fang good enough to that requirement. Can you do Pass Without a Trace, Illyria?
I can.
How many people does that? It's only 6 people?
Takes
It's a radius around her,
2.
I'm pretty sure.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah, I think it makes like a little not force field, but sphere around her.
Mhm.
Let's see. Let's see. A veil of shadows and silence radiates from you. Each creature you choose within 30 feet of you has +10 bonus to dexterity stealth checks. Cannot be tracked except by magical means. A creature that receives this bonus leaves behind no tracks or other traces of its passage.
So what if we use like Pass Without a Trace with like the Behir, a bunch of lizard folk out in the middle of nowhere, like wherever we plan on fighting her?
Yeah.
You know, and we use them to help either detain her or hold her.
Yeah, I mean,
the more allies
just
we
do it,
have, I
right?
think
Like,
the better.
oh,
Yeah.
man.
So I like it.
And then we try to figure out some way to chain her down. I don't know, like with enough ropes, maybe enough chains.
But she's also a spellcaster. She could just teleport out of stuff. But we do have counter spells.
Yeah.
I mean,
I do. Yeah, I do think we might just need to kill her when she shows up.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna kill her, but we have to keep her from.
Yeah, I could use like
flying
hallucinatory
away.
terrain to like make the like see like, oh, you're in a cave now. Oops.
I mean, yeah. Did you like illusory terrain above like everyone else? Make like the ground like 2 or 3 feet above like the actual ground, and then just hide people underneath it?
I think so.
I mean, do we know of a cave anywhere we could fight her in? Maybe potentially keep her. Maybe we can just block the cave off, or
I mean, you guys went into some flooded caverns beneath.
once beneath Saltmarsh. Yeah.
No. Well, beneath Saltmarsh, but also in the swamps. You went down below the Gator Totems Island, where you dealt with the Sahaugen.
Yeah, those were the good days.
Yeah.
Also, isn't the Soriol's place underneath kind of like a...
It is. It is very narrow, which after meeting the majority of the Rathroxus, you could kind of tell, like, maybe why they made their lair a little bit like narrow like that. It's much harder for their enemies to get in and get at them.
Yeah, I feel like her hunger for Ebonfang is gonna override her judgment against fighting us in a location, like of our choosing. So I think it's pretty important that we decide to choose a place that's most advantageous to us.
Well, so if we chose like an open area and then I made it look like, I don't know, a dangerous cavern beforehand,
Mm-hmm.
that shows she can't fly. Like, so she would be like, oh no, I can't fly away, and then...
I mean, illusions are weird. If you fail to save, then you believe what is happening, at least for a while. But it is more than likely going to be contingent on her failing a save, because dragons have extremely heightened senses in every category. So it's not like they would have a reason to not suspect, right, that suddenly they're magically in a cave. So there would be an immediate like saving throw, and then if they pass the saving throw, it wouldn't really be impactful anymore, I guess.
Yeah,
Right.
also she passes
physical,
that
physical
saving throw.
interaction, she'll figure it out.
And I've been
well, hallucinatory terrain's kind of a doozy. Like if you fail, it can mess you up pretty bad. It's not. I mean, it's a high level illusion spell. But again, with a creature that has such a high perception and a high, everything as far as like senses go, it's gonna be a hard sell.
Yeah, and if she counterspells you, like, what's that?
Well, we could set that up beforehand.
We
Last
set
like
up
24 hours or long time.
Right.
Also, real quick. So if I do put Ebonfang in a wall of force, is there anyone who can make me invisible after I do it? Because I can't do that and make myself invisible.
You could also be hiding.
I could. I prefer the invisibility just for not losing my concentration on that. But I certainly can do that.
Is it worth the spell slot though? I mean, like, would we think?
I don't think there are scrolls available.
She might look around for wizards.
And now keep in mind, hallucinatory terrain, going back to that one, is a 10-minute cast. So it is something that you would have to have set up before a fight broke out, because 10 minutes is 100 rounds of combat.
Mm-hmm.
I can cast invisibility if we need to do that.
Yeah, I worry a little bit that I will become a quick target.
I think she wants Ebonfang above all else, so...
Yeah,
Yeah, but if he's the reason why she can't get to him, then she's gonna go after Nick.
Now, also keep in mind, Illyria, who did the research, put in them hours, did the research. More powerful, like older dragons, do have blind sight, so they don't care about invisibility. And blind sight also is pretty key for getting around illusions as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because you are kind of sensing. I guess it's not the same as True Sight. True Sight is like legit, like just shuts down everything. But Blind Sight can get past a lot of stuff. So
Yeah. Okay. Well,
It's good to know.
yeah, and I mean, I am totally like prepared to remind you of the research that you did, because you did do a lot of research, and a lot of stuff has happened since you did the research. So, you know, I'm definitely prepared to answer questions that you have. I want you to go in to this as prepared as you can be, within, you know, the limitations of the game itself, sort of thing. So,
all right. So here's my suggestion for Nick. I can put a wall of force up around. So maybe Kat Yaru does a little bit of like, oh shit, the dragon's coming. I quickly put up a wall of force around Evan Fang, and then I use the scroll of disguise self to look like a dead, I don't know what, in like in the ground.
You also just be inside the wall of force.
Oh, I could. It's so terrifying inside of there.
Yeah, what if Evan Fang kills you?
I know.
Now is the
I mean, it
time.
would be stress killing, you know? It would be stress killing.
So we're gonna put
Honestly-
2 beta fish in the fish tank. And...
Yeah, I don't
Honestly-
know that there's any illusion that she doesn't see through, so I don't know that we should rely on using maybe illusions.
What if we knock? if Evan Fang was dead, it loses like the power that she needs from him.
No, she would eat him anyway. Like,
Oh.
I think she just needs his body. So
What
Dang,
if
that's
I-
ice. That's ice cold. You gonna ice a baby?
No, but I mean like he can play dead.
No, what if Eben Fang is holding me in his chompers and hopefully not actually biting into me?
That-
We might have to
If your
practice.
greatest enemy put you.
I might have to practice that a little bit, but I kind of like the idea of Eben Fang sitting out there holding me in his sharp teeth? Question mark. And
Incredibly sharp. teeth.
yeah, I'll do that for the group.
I think we'll be
But-
okay.
what,
Yeah, I don't. What is that? I don't know what that does for the illusion, though.
What does that do?
There's no illusion.
Your baby has killed one of our own. You must take it.
Yeah, there's no illusion, but the wall of force stays up, and I'm
Maybe she doesn't
inside of
attack
it
you.
with Eben Fang, and I can't get attacked.
I think she still mess with you, even if you're in a wall of force.
Yeah, I think we need you outside of the wall of force for the fight, and then we
Yeah.
just have to do what we can to keep you from getting
Okay.
losing your concentration check. I think because honestly, we need your damage.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Oh, Crash, in the Mine Palace, are there any other CR4 demons 5 or lower that I would know of by?
Let's see. It doesn't sound like you've been doing any homework like Lyria. Lyria is always doing her homework. It sounds like you only want to do your homework when it's convenient for you. You're not planning ahead. But let me check. Let me check. Just saying.
I guess I should.
Alright. Filter monsters. This is why when you're low level, you always ask the DM if whatever place you're in has a zoo. And then if they're dumb enough to be like, yes, you're like, oh, well, what kind of animals are at the zoo? And then they're like, I don't know, a bunch. And you're like, all right, your word's not mine. And then when you get access to polymorph, and the DM's like, how do you know what a Tyrannosaurus Rex looks like? You're like, you told me there was a bunch of animals at the zoo.
Rare
There you go.
Charlton an exhibit, a Charlton exhibit.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so let's see. Demons. Oh, advanced filters. Okay. Let's see. You only need demons, or can you do any fiends?
It does say demons.
Oh,
I
then
choose
well,
the
okay.
demons type. I choose which must be. I don't wait. What are multiple types of demons? I thought demons was the umbrella, and then.
Yeah. All right, let's see. You got an abyssal chicken.
Ooh.
No wait. You want the CR4 stuff? Is that what you're after?
5 or lower, but
Oh, 5 or lower. Okay. I could open up some possibilities. Let's see.
Crash, while you're doing that,
Yeah.
I'll propose something a little different for
Okay.
our little ambush, if that's cool.
Yeah.
What if we all right, so we do Eben thing in Wall of Force. I hide behind I don't know, we find big tree about 120 feet away that I can hide behind. Katyaru can let us know when dragon is about to come, because Katyaru will get gulped up. And then we attack? I don't know. What is there a better plan?
Well,
Well,
we
I
definitely have to
thought
spread
maybe
out.
she would land and she would start monologuing, and then while she's monologuing.
Oh, yeah. There's like the serious discussion.
I don't know, man.
I mean, she's gonna monologue. There's no doubt in that. So
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't think
she'll
we need
show
to-
you. She'll chomp up that baby real quick.
Yeah, she'll just swoop
And
in.
then monologue.
She'll dash
Eat
in,
first,
eat the
then
baby,
talk.
and then dash away, and that'll be it. That's the whole fight.
Thanks, losers. Bye.
I think Wall of Force will keep initial chomping down.
Right.
So why don't we start
The Black
there,
Dragons
and
will
then
do anything to win. That's what we're all about.
yeah, then they will die, I think.
so
I do like our plan so far. I do like the Wall of Force. I like the lying in wait with the lizard folk. If they were willing to help, I imagine they would be.
okay, I got it. So we have Illyria with lizard folk hiding. Okay. Then we have like Ebonfang and maybe part of the party around him. Then we could have Nikolai back here, considerable distance away from Ebonfang, so that way when dragon lands, Thogrum, Gull, Eros, and we could probably have Tari hiding over here as well.
Illyria, I have a question. If I wanted to not look weird in these woods, what should I look like?
Swampy stuff.
Oh, swampy stuff. Maybe I don't know. Troll?
Yeah,
Tiny troll?
yeah, that could work. We've come across plenty of trolls.
Oh yeah, and the Bahir.
Put the Bahir up next to you guys. No?
Well, see,
Or-
like
Yeah.
maybe I want to hide the Bahir, and
Tariq,
can you hide
cast
Bahir?
fly?
Can I?
Can Tariq cast fly?
I can't cast fly. I
Oh.
can cast. Sorry, with the lyre.
Yeah, you can do it once per
Yeah.
day off of your lyre.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do it with a day's prep, skull.
Because we might need to fly, and I'm also thinking I want that Bahir to fly.
Ooh.
Okay. I can help with that.
Maybe, if we
I'm
needed
gonna
to.
get-
I don't know. Any advantages we can get. Boy, I wish we could get a hero's feast. Also, Crash, way early I'd asked our alchemists on the ship to make us a bunch of acid resistance potions. How many do you think maybe he would have been able to make between now and
Well,
then?
like a billion years ago kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. And this is diverting profit towards this from their missions?
Or I suppose I was... Oh, I would find... Because basically I asked, he said,
Okay.
yeah, I can do it, but Kelladek's always watching, so I need to do it not in town or whatever.
Oh, right. While they're out on the water.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me check. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Turnaround time is like 6 days per potion, and only like 120 or 150 gold. So let's see. Gosh, this is a long time ago when you first hired this person,
yeah,
right?
it was. That
Yeah.
was. Oh, I saw
Okay.
it. I just it clicked in my brain. We're probably gonna fight a black dragon at some point.
Okay, hold on.
This is like opening up the savings account when you're.
I would say by now they've been able to produce 7.
All right. Go for that. And they're good for an hour?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
I think we have reasonably good plan. I think we should. Well, I don't know. Any other thoughts before we engage in this death-defying maneuver?
I think the only thing I'm concerned about is how we keep her from getting away. I think that's my only. Yeah, my only real.
Well, if we do it
issue.
Yeah.
close
that's a
enough, we
tricky
could
one.
give chase.
I'm telling you, if you fight her in her lair, it's not like she's gonna get away. Now she'll just teleport away. But yeah, that is the issue with fighting not just a dragon but a spellcaster. Is contingencies, teleports, all that stuff is the thing. So,
I mean, thankfully we have what she wants. So ideally, we just keep her from basically dipping out with Eben, right? Or
Yeah. No, I mean that sounds right. I share your concern. I at least don't have a lot of things to keep her from flying away. Other than Ket Yaru, who will fly after anything.
Dude, this is a funny joke. Would dragons have disadvantage on insight greed?
insight greed.
Yes. It's like when you present a gem to them and they have to get if they fail they have to go.
Oh, related to being greedy.
Yeah.
I mean, it would certainly help sell the lie for sure. Like, you know, it would be a motivation that would be considered. Yeah, remember when you're using like social skills and things like that, anything that you can offer during like the role play leading up to their check can impact the DC. It can give you or give them disadvantage, give you advantage. You know, depending on how well presented it is, how well thought out it is. So yeah, I mean that's a factor. And each dragon generally beyond having like, you know, a desire for wealth, there are dragons that hoard particular things in addition to everything else. So that, you know, they might have like a particular thing that they like more than other stuff. So
okay, so I have an idea
ahead.
about keeping her. I can use creation. All right, get some kind of metal, precious metal, and then I can create bindings.
Oh, how cool would it be to have like you have the treasure, like okay, here's the baby, but here's also like a you know a bunch of bars of whatever metal that's precious. And then you cast that, and the bars turn into like these chains that wrap around her. But how long does that spell take to cast?
1 minute.
Yeah.
So it's basically
How big do you have to grapple a dragon?
that right
You
there.
have to be within 2 sizes of the creature that you want to grapple.
Oh.
So
Well,
if we
I
have
just
enough
want to throw
of
this
it,
out here. I mean, she already has the princess, which is what I was worried about. So that's already done. We could go help the merfolk and then come back level 11, get a hero's feast, and that's another advantage in our plan. Depends on how
True.
long we take with the merfolk.
I mean, honestly, you know, that's probably not a bad idea because as much as it
Like it can't
sucks,
get any worse than it already is. I mean,
if she's
mean,
dead, what do we lose realistically if Queen's
I
dead? I mean,
The
I
mother
don't.
of your children,
yeah,
Skull.
honestly,
I am
honestly,
very
I could not
aware.
agree. No, this is not going to be as difficult as you are making it out to be. We can take this dragon, hold faith, kill it.
Believe in the heart of the cards.
Yeah.
I mean, if she
We-
does fly off, then at least we have her scared, you know, like. And we
Oh
still
shit, I
have that
can't take
thing.
them.
If she flies off, then she flies off and we find her in there later, and if she doesn't, then we kill her now. It's very simple.
I mean, that's true too. We take the fight, and if it goes easily, then she retreats, and we fight her in her lair. Maybe she retreats again, or maybe she doesn't.
Well,
either way-
regarding retreating, she has an appointment she intends to keep.
That's
Locally.
true.
Yeah, so it's not like she's going to be leaving town.
And I don't. Maybe she doesn't even run. Like maybe if she.
She's so crazed.
Yeah, she's so desperate to get this baby, and that's the thing that'll push her over the edge. That gives her a chance to fight.
All right,
She's
Nikolai
hungry for the souls.
Nikolai starts walking off into the woods at this point. He's gonna go find a dragon.
Like solo
The
the
woods?
dragon sounds
No,
good.
he's gonna I don't know.
I imagine
feel
this is an all-day kind of discussion overnight and in the morning as we were getting
Eating
ready
dinner.
to head to
Yeah.
the lizard folk. Well, no, it's the next day.
Or
'cause I
even a
wouldn't have gotten
conversation that you guys have while traveling, because it's many hours of travel to get to the lizard folk. I guess the thing here is all of this planning and whatnot, gathering of equipment beforehand might burn a couple hours. You do have Illyria with you, so you can make the journey faster than normal, which she's been around since the beginning, so it is normal for you. And as you kind of head out into the swamps, you would then start sort of continuing your plan. My understanding is that if you are committed to this, the course of actions that you're going to have is gathering the potions and other materials from town, heading out into the swamps to go to Dunwater, and pick up the Bahir from the lizard folk. Tell them your intentions to go rescue the princess, or your intentions to set a trap for the dragon, and see how many of them want to join you. Am I following along correctly? Is that kind of where we're at?
Yes, I think so.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So there's that, but then there was also the discussion that you had considered calling the princess a lost cause and keeping the dragon baby locked up wherever it is that can't seem to be scryed and found currently. Take care of your business beneath the waves, and then deal with the problem later.
Nah. I like the first one.
All right. As before, it does sound like there's a slight divide, so your best bet is to simply just take a vote as a party and kind of live with the consequences of the decision. Is really what it comes down to. Whichever direction you go, do Do you go to the water or do you go to the swamp? Those seem to be the two directions that you're being pulled in.
Tough.
It is tough. It is a tough decision.
Yep.
Now, there are ways to mitigate fear effects that you guys do have access to. So, just keep that in mind.
Oh yeah, I have heroism. Wait, mute.
Concentration, though, ain't it?
I mean, most good things are. Most
Yeah.
good things are.
Yeah.
That's a question. It was an ongoing fear, because a lot of fear stuff is like, you're immune to this fear for 24 hours, and you make the save. If you become immune with, like, heroism, for example, does that mean you're still immune to it, or? If the fear, if the
Can I
heroism
drop
goes
it after
away,
you?
If you're immune to it, you wouldn't need to make the save. So it would come into play after the immunity went away if it was reapplied.
All right.
So I can Beacon of Hope all of us as well. It's Beacon of Hope is any number of creatures within range.
Yeah, like there's
Oh,
other
yeah,
there's other
nice.
cars out there besides the Ferrari, right? Like you can't have a Hero's Feast. I mean, it's sad, but like there are other means to an end. You know what I'm saying? Like
I can also give everybody within 30 feet of me advantage against being frightened.
there you go.
Yeah. So I
Alright.
think we have the tools to do it without a Hero's Feast. Crash, can I get like, I don't know, what would be the strongest metal you think that I could acquire in Saltmarsh? That I can throw in my camps?
The strongest metal in what? Large quantities, small quantities,
Large
period.
quantities.
Oh,
Enough-
large quantities. Then steel
enough
would
to-
probably
yeah.
be the steel would probably be the best you could get in large quantities.
Then I'm gonna get enough of that. I guess. Yeah. I don't know how much I would need to. I guess I'll talk to Illyria and try to determine like the leg width of like a dragon, like front leg, or so basically bound her legs together is what or not bound her legs together, but bound her leg to basically to the ground. Some kind of steel used creation.
All right. You know that if she is a normal-sized ancient black dragon, that is to say, at the smaller end of the scale, she would be a gargantuan creature. So, roughly 20 feet by 20 feet.
So if I can
Not her particular leg, but like her leg would probably be, about 4 feet across.
So yeah, it says I can create an object created must be no larger than a 5-foot cube. So I could make a 5-foot, basically a 5-foot, I don't know, chain, like manacle, right? Like
talking like a bear
don't
trap
actually-
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just,
yeah,
just
kind of
keeping
sort of.
just keeping in mind your casting time of 1 minute, which would be
Yeah,
10
yeah.
combat rounds if you had to do it in combat.
Yeah. Ideally, maybe she comes down, talks for a little while, and while she's talking, monologuing.
But it's just so you casting something.
Yeah, I know that.
Metal slowly start to creep up on her arm. She's like, "Hey, what's that
Like, what you
all about?"
doing then?
Acid breath.
I could use my great charisma to get her talking.
To
or
distract
something,
her?
And then,
Oh my
yeah.
goodness. I mean, you could do it. I'm sure you could do it. All right, I'm okay. I guess
I am
let's just do
satisfied
this.
with everyone's forethought. Now, okay? So we have to get even thing from luck, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that.
So picking up the baby for the babysitter. Okay.
Oh
Do
my
you try to
gosh.
convince the babysitter to come with you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
I don't know actually. I would tell. I think like we will bring baby to see Mama Dragon, which might eat him. Do you want to come? Keep him safe.
Please don't come.
Man. So his eyes glitter with a little bit of greed, and you can see that Luck of the Draw is thinking real hard about what you guys are proposing.
We will share a dragon horde if we can find it, but you might die.
Mhm.
Don't do it.
I mean, I kind of feel like we're all gonna die anyways, so I feel like I should just be pushing my luck as far as I can to get as much as I can.
Please don't.
Because then I either die and my problems are over, or I live and I'm just so filthy rich.
Or you could be alive and
I mean, all of you are gonna be there. You're strong.
I mean,
Yeah, for an equal share of the dragon's horde, I would love to assist you.
Just think about
Huzzah.
some things your
Ooh.
poisons could actually affect, maybe. By the way,
Yeah,
do you have any
maybe.
extra?
Well, you see how NPCs work versus how PCs work, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah. Plus, you have a magic whetstone of permanent poison. How much more poison do you need?
It's like the way my character sheet is set up.
Yeah. I could get you poisoned, but maybe not until like 3 campaigns from now. When you wouldn't need the poison anymore. Yeah.
Oh,
mean,
good.
ha-
I was just on the off chance.
From the ambient XP he's been soaking up, hopefully he got some good stuff.
Yeah, he's got a deck of cards that functions as a wand of magic missiles. Like he's ready to go. He's ready to go.
Does anybody have any ideas for questions for commune? Because I want to commune. Like when we wake up, I want to commune real quick. And my first question is going to be basically is if she's weak or having not Ebon Fang, or is she like a full-on, full-strength ancient black
is she
dragon?
vulnerable?
Ask her for vulnerabilities. Oh, wait, no, ask me yes or no question, right?
Yes
So,
or no? Mhm.
Has
ask
to be a
her
yes
about-
or no question.
So you ask for half of the vulnerabilities and say, did I name more than half of them?
Oh,
Goodness.
that's amazing.
Would I know what she's vulnerable against with research?
In 5th edition, black dragons have no vulnerabilities.
She's godlike, guys. She's not vulnerable to anything.
But if I'm being fair, you guys don't have any vulnerabilities either.
I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like Ebon Fang is our vulnerability.
Yeah, I meant mechanically. So yeah.
Yeah, we will keep him safe, I think.
Which so anybody have any
Some
other?
would argue that even Fang is some of your guys' vulnerability as well.
Oh yeah. It's
Oh.
definitely.
All right. Was there another question? I thought I heard a question coming up.
No, I'm just trying to debate like what if anybody has 2 more questions we could ask commune before I go ahead and dial them up in the morning.
And Mr. Thogrum, you can ask anything to your deity, yes or no?
also
Yeah,
keep
pretty
your-
much.
Yeah. Tell your deity stop name dropping me. I don't like it.
You know, with as much work as Gond has put into your life, you could show him a little respect.
What do you mean?
I mean,
He taps your metallic rib cage.
your breastplate.
Yeah.
Didn't you make him a weapon or something?
I don't think I ended up. I don't know if I did or not.
I think we bought him a
Yeah,
weapon.
you made him a glaive, you made him armor, you made him new ribs. Yeah.
Questions. Yes or no questions.
Let me think.
Ooh, is and we can riff on this one if it makes sense. But is dragons next? Never mind. Sorry.
Do we think the dragon will flee? Is she likely to flee?
Yeah, I mean that's a decent question, I guess.
If
you could ask Will, what is the
You can ask it like it's like a date range and saying, will the dragon be here in this date range?
Ooh, yeah, and building on that, will dragon to try and I don't know, enter vault or suck souls from vault over next 10 day?
Ooh,
Oh.
Good one.
Is that
that's
gonna-
good.
is that
That's
gonna-
that's good wording. That's good wording. You guys are learning that evil genie legal speak.
Well, dragon
Will-
try
Will the dragon bring allies?
vault. Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah. Does she travel with companions?
Or say, does the dragon have access to the? I'd say access is X spell, X, Y, or Z spell, but that doesn't help.
I mean, it can help a little bit, but it's a big spell list on a 20th level
Yeah,
sorcerer.
so no, I was thinking like it's a massive spell list.
She
There's no way
likely
to-
knows like everything.
Mm-hmm. You asked, is she likely to monologue?
Is she known for monologue?
All right, so by now I hope you know that all bad guys and good guys are encouraged to WWE banter during combat, even though they are somehow only 6-second combat rounds, because it's very important to talk smack back and forth as you go. So.
Black.
All right.
For
So
not
let's see.
eating.
Pharaoh's birthday. Then after his birthday, you guys took the job at the mines, and then you were underground for a day. Then you came back up. You went shopping for a day. Okay, so it's the 9th of Mirtul. So good to know. Good to know.
Is that
Yours.
those the three we're thinking right there that I just typed out?
Yeah, without like other questions.
Yeah.
Does anybody have anything better they think? Chance to get it right.
Ask for your.
If you have enough punches on your divine intervention card.
At level 10, you have like a one. Whoa, you have the chance now, right? It kicks in.
10%, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a fat chance. 10%.
I mean, it's probably good, you know? People hold out for critical hits all the time, and that's only a 5% chance.
Well.
Unless you're a lyric.
Yeah.
Then it's like a 45% chance. Okay, well then if nobody has any other better questions, no.
Okay.
Wing it.
I'll compose those.
So you ring up Gone Telecommunication Services. You're a frequent caller now, so you're kind of getting, they recognize your number now on the caller ID, as it were, and they put you through. You're still not, baller enough to get any of the high-ranking employees, but poor petitioners who are trying to work off their many debts to Gond man the phones 24/7. So the line picks up. Thank you for calling, Gond. Am I speaking with Mr. Fireforge, Stagram Fireforge from, what do we have here? Saltmarsh, Sword Coast, Faerun, Toril.
Yeah, that'd be me. Yeah. Yes.
All right.
Good evening, ma'am. Or good morning, I should say.
It's a pleasure. What can we do for you today, Mr. Fireforge? 3 questions, I believe. I
Yeah.
have it marked here. Yep. Yes or no
Yes.
only.
Yeah. Okay. So, first question: will the dragon Sinesis, located here, try to enter the vault with souls in it below Saltmarsh in the next 10 day?
Oh, buddy, you are dealing with some very dangerous information here. Let me see. The next 10 days. Oh, yep.
Fuck.
Okay. Good to know. Okay. So, second question: is the dragon Sinesis, is she weaker than a normal ancient black dragon because she hasn't eaten the lad Evanfang?
There's a lot of factors at work here. I'm gonna have to go with no.
Okay. All right. Third question, and me last, of course. Is she known, or does she travel with any companions?
Oh, yeah, yes.
She does travel with. Okay, great. Well, that's it for me. I appreciate
All right.
the help.
Sorry I
always a
couldn't
pleasure.
bear better news. Keep in mind these are yes or no answers. You can always reflect on them with your great wisdom, Mr. Fireforge, and perhaps read between the lines for a bit more.
Okay, great.
Is there anything else I could help you with today? I'd also like to check in on that Pharos character. How's he doing?
And Thorgrim's gonna cut his eyes over at Pharos. He's well enough.
What are you talking about?
Great. All right.
We're still working on that one. We're still working on him. Don't worry. I've been talking to him.
Thanks again for contacting Gaunt. We're always here for you, and we're always listening to your prayers. Good luck in all you do.
Thanks. It's a pleasure.
All right. So, you are now equipped with answers.
Why are you looking at me? I don't like it.
Nothing.
Oh.
It's fine.
Don't ask if you don't want to find out.
It's fine.
I should just kept taking warlock levels the whole time.
No, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, lad. You're doing great. I mean, we'll get you there.
Alrighty. So, what next? Do you still wish to head out into the swamps? Baby and babysitter in tow. Information had. This, I'm assuming all this took place during the Skull drops the bomb on you first thing in the morning. Holy shit, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Strong rainfall, gray, highly overcast, light wind. Head off into the swamps. Got it.
I mean, we have a ranger, so that feels pretty good.
But everything's underwater. It's all flooded. We need to be able to
It's very flooded. It's very flooded. With the ranger, you are able to pick a path through the swamp that, unless you guys go for your Fireforge canoes, which is an option, she is able to find you a mostly dry path of what would have been the higher land areas of the swamp. Pathways that you've taken before are already gone. They are deep beneath the water. So I guess the question then is, Illyria, do you go all water, or do you try to find routes that have dry land?
Which would you guys prefer? Canoes or walking?
I guess whichever I guess we can remain the most
I mean, a lot of us are good in
Cognito.
water. I mean,
Yeah, I don't really care, but water sounds fun. I mean, fire-forged canoes.
alright.
Sure.
I feel like there's gonna be like a marketing campaign after this, like fire-forged canoes get you through the worst.
I mean, I fully expect Crash to use them in like future games. You know, like you guys can get these like Fireforge brand canoes, or
There is definitely overlap in the different games for sure. All right. All right. If that is the case, then you guys begin to head north through the swamps in your canoes to try and reach the Soriel lizard folk. Let them know what's going on and retrieve your boy, the Bahir. On the way there, Illyria, are there any precautions or rangery things that I need to know about that would affect things, stuff, places?
What do you mean? I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I just meant,
Like, what am
is it
I
going to be
looking out
just a
for,
standard?
or-
Yeah, yeah. Is it standard like survival check, or did you have some other higher level ability that I need to know about?
I don't think I only got Mask of the Wild.
Okay.
That's only for you.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Fair enough.
Rangers.
So it'd just be the survival +10 to survival check.
All right. Let's see. We got these fire forged canoes I gotta put down. There we go. Mm-mm-mm. All right. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've been in the super marshy parts of the swamp. So let's see. How many canoes do we bring in? 4, 6, 8,
Probably
I mean,
4?
4? Okay. All right. Mm-mm-mm. All right. So, making your way through the swamps in your canoes. Got it. You guys can obviously shuffle yourselves around in the canoes as you see fit. However you guys want a buddy sort of thing, just let me know, and you could share a canoe with your special sun pony or whatever. All right. Let's see. And yeah. All right. Several hours of canoeing gives you plenty of time to discuss strategies, plans, figure out your next move, etc., etc. After a while, the rain is so intense that it is just hard to hear each other without having the canoes very, very close. It is very difficult to see, even with Illyria's magical connection to the natural world. It is a misery. You guys have been in the swamp many times, and you have been in the swamps when it was raining many times. But this is just that heavy, fat, splash back up in your face rain that is just miserable. And if we were on a different platform, I could have beautiful rain effects for you, and it would be basic. But you have to imagine that the rain is there, because I need you to do that. So here you guys are. Apparently, when I randomly assigned canoes, these two guys ended up in a canoe together. I don't know what that's about. Spencer and Evenfang are just in their own canoe. That makes even less sense. So I guess just randomly arrange yourselves in the canoe patterns that you want, because your danger senses are tingling. Your Peter Tingles are off the charts right now, Illyria. You know that this is not good. Creatures that are comfortable in watery areas will definitely be using this weather to their advantage.
Can we like switch? I don't think. I'm fine with being up front, but I don't think Evan Fang should be in the front canoe.
Yeah, can we put
Oh,
Evan
put him
Fang
like
with the
the
baby
middle
or with
canoe.
the babysitter or something?
okay, hang out with his babysitter, his stepdad. Okay, there we go. It's a very, very interesting family dynamic that's going on there. All right.
Well, I guess we didn't really need this
I guess.
this other canoe then, because I can just go here, unless it's too big.
You're all very big guys.
Well, that's why
so
I was
don't
asking
know.
how many canoes you needed. So before, I think you were transporting guns, and that's why you had that extra
Yeah.
canoe.
Yep. Yeah. Kitty Cat's definitely flying a point, I
Okay.
guess.
Kitty Cat is miserable flying in this rain. This is
No,
heavy ass rain. It is nasty.
It's horrible. He's
Yeah.
gonna like tickle Nikolai's face with his whiskers all night long and never let him sleep again.
I mean, it looks hideous. I mean, it looks hideous. Like,
Yeah, it's not.
yeah.
If we get near Nikolai, Tari will ask Nikolai, of all the generations that poor cat has been in your family, is this the worst thing that's ever been done to it, do you think?
It does look quite wet and moist, so probably yes. This is shitty cat weather. One can say it.
Well, you'll have to tell us
Yeah.
the story of all your begats one day.
You could talk to Katyara one day. It will tell you how I am worst owner.
Aw. Alright, so, as you are making your way through the swamp and the rain, keep in mind that it is pounding, so visibility is much worse than you see on the map. I guess we could even make it dim light, if that helps. Let's see,
I'll
get
be
rid of the
using
light
my
altogether.
Eyes of the Eagle.
Okay. And then we'll put like a moon instead. Let's see.
I'd like to just like keep magic eyes up just in case. Like,
Sure. All right. The attack that Illyria predicted does come. You see out of the corner of your eye the ominous initiative tracker pop up. You guys were ready for danger. No one is surprised, thanks to Party Ranger. But it is a matter of where are they, and how many are there.
I rolled a 21, but I didn't select my token. Do you want me to roll it again?
No. Yeah, you could roll again, and then I could just manually change it.
Okay, thanks. Sorry about that.
Hey, we got above a 10. Got above a 10.
you're winning.
All right. Actually, it'd probably be easier to do it the other way. Because of the great number of creatures, I am not going to roll their mounts into initiative.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Alright. Almost done. Almost there. Okay. Wait, forgot somebody. Hold on. Oh, there he is. Alright. Alrighty. And then I gotta roll some NPCs in. So we gotta roll for the baby. And we gotta roll for the babysitter. Alright. And I think we're good now. Cats are rolled in. Therese rolled in. Everybody's rolled in? Alright,
Yep.
we're looking good. Alright. Starting things off, Tree. You're up first. You sense that there's definitely, even through the rain, you guys are 10th level. You definitely are aware of your surroundings. You sense that beneath the water, creatures are moving in to your area, or have been laying in wait.
Ooh.
So what would you like to do, Tari?
I will ready
This is the
already.
proverbial before combat starts, I would like to cast a blank or ready a blank. Like, you have one initiative, so you have that right.
Vicious mug. I'm gonna just be thinking about what could be living in this swamp, and the meanest thing I could say about its ugly mug and its parentage.
My feelings hurt already. It hasn't even happened yet. Okay. Even Fang is going to.
I would like to sort of use whatever knowledge I've gleaned so far from fighting things underwater to target whoever I think might be the leader, to the best of my ability.
Fair enough. All right. Even Fang is going to take a dodge action. All right. Let's see. Okay, they're gonna do some stuff. All right, you're gonna see some bubbles kind of rise up from the water over here. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. All right. As the bubbles break the surface, you hear a language I am confident none of you have on your character sheets. It sounds like a croaking series of belches. They are belched with authority. There's apparently some biz happening down below. Over the sound of the pounding rain, you start to hear the Apache helicopter sound of bullfrogs, or very large bullfrogs, or very, very large bullfrogs revving up their croakers. If you have not been around full-size bullfrogs when they are making their bullfrog sounds, they sound like little Apache helicopters. It's pretty terrifying. All right. On that note, Luck is immediately rethinking everything that he agreed to do, and getting rich and all of that. He looks around, panicked. He is going to take out his light crossbow, ready it against the first enemy that reveals itself. All right, Pharos, to you.
I'll just ready an Eldritch Blast for now, and that's it.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Well, no time like the present, I guess. Surfacing. You see on a massive toad-like frog or frog-like toad, whatever works for you. A humanoid frog riding an aforementioned frog. So it's a frog on frog action here. As it rises out, its throat sac is going like 1,000,000 miles a minute. It surfaces right there. Bloop. So here's the adorable frog. And here is the adorable frog riding on said frog. You guys who had readied actions, you may take them.
Yo, Mama should have stuck to the frog on frog action. You ugly son of a
Damn. All right. Here comes that wisdom saving throw.
See, I told you she had a mouth on her, and nobody wanted to believe me.
It fails critically. So give me that 2d. Not that it can, but give me that 2d4 psychic damage. Okay, it takes 5 points of psychic damage. And its feelings are hurt terribly, even though I don't think it speaks the language. That brings us to Pharaohs. You were holding an action.
Yeah, Eldritch Blast is trying.
All right. The cool thing about Eldritch Blast is when you hold them, you still get to make multiple shots. What a great spell. Yeah.
Where did it go? My sheet didn't.
Other cantrips look on enviously. Or not.
Okay. Oh, it's at the. For some reason, it fell off my sheet, but I'll just roll it normally. Just. Oh wait, no, I'm dumb. I just renamed it.
Okay, yeah, Gunblade Blast, got it. A 15 is enough. This creature is wearing hide armor and using a shield. 22 is enough. You gently rock the creature back in its frog saddle with 2 well-placed Gunblade Blasts. Alright. Behind you, your ally, friend, and babysitter is going to unload with light crossbow. That is going to hit. The creature must make a saving throw against it. Let's see. I keep meaning to update this dude's poison DC on his sheet so that I don't have to retain permanent memory of it. It is a 15. There we go. Yeah, it says it this time. I did do it. Okay. Alright, so it's gonna make a Constitution save DC 15. Here we go. It does, taking only half the damage. So it takes an arrow right in the shoulder, so it loses some hit points from that. And is bloodied. Any other held actions? Otherwise, this thing is going to perform for you a great deal of music. All right. This particular one is going to perform the melody Galar Pat. So everybody within 30 feet of it, I need you to make wisdom saving throws. And to help show 30 feet, I'll turn on his aura real quick. Sorry, it would be a square aura because we haven't shifted over to whatever that stuff's called that they use at Pathfinder.
Am I in it? Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
All right. So let's see. These are all pretty good saves. Pretty good. Let's see about babysitter and babysitter's friend. All right. So it looks like everybody except Pharos made the wisdom saving throw. If I'm reading that correctly. All right.
I didn't.
You're not in it?
Okay, I'm safe. All right. Okay.
Yeah, you're outside of it. So if you fail, you're gonna take the full psychic damage. And if you pass, you will take half the damage. If you failed, you have disadvantage on all Constitution saving throws until the end of your next turn. Alright, so here's the psychic damage. It ain't too bad. Oh, okay, it's pretty bad. 15 points of psychic damage, halved if you made the save. The DC was very low, only a 12.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Half is 7, right? Rounded down.
Yep, rounded down. Alright, another one of these creatures, this one not as musically inclined, is going to rise up out of the muck. You can see the creature. It is adorable. Mounted on its mighty steed, the jumbo frog is capable of tremendous leaps and good swimming. This creature is going to leap forward, and it's going to attack with its melee attacks, which is a bite and a spear. Alright. It will leap forward, and I guess it will just attack Skull up front. So here we go. Again, on a mount, it's treated as all the spaces that the mount is. For whatever reason, all of the attacks this creature makes are made with advantage right now. So here we go. Spear and bite. So a 19 for 3.
All right.
And then a 20 natural 20 for 8.
I assume that one wasn't the one that I was mean to.
No, this one is right here. I'll mark him with his disadvantage on his next attack. There we go. So we do not forget. And I'll just put this green dot on Pharaohs and a green dot on this guy. All right. And then, yeah, it'll just sort of splash down in the water, rocks the canoe back and forth, and then these creatures are like little flotation buoys. Have you ever gone to one of them parks where you could ride around in like the dinosaur boat and like use the paddles? They're kind of like that. They're just big fat bumper cars of frog. Over here, you see splooshing up out of the water is this critter right here. It is going to see this cat unattended. It's going to leap up and attack the cats because they're assholes. All right, here we go. Here's the spear, and here is the bite.
Oh, the spear.
The spear. 17 for 3, 22 for 2.
So the 22 for advantage. Yeah.
Yeah. All of these guys are at advantage for some reason.
Yep, kitty cat. He'll be back.
All right. Let's see. Here, this one will stay below the water. You will hear here. I can even mark where you're seeing the blub blub blubs if you want, if that will help. So there were blub blub blubs over here, and there are actually blub blub blubs directly below you right here. As the bubbles burst to the surface, they sound melodious if you are a frog, and the song sounds a little bit like Roo-glog. That would be 5 O's in the word Roo. So Roo-glog has been uttered. All right, Illyria, to you.
Okay, I will mark prey this one here.
Okay.
And
the rider or the frog?
the rider.
Okay, this one right here?
This one?
Yeah, okay. Got it.
And then I will kind of steady my crossbow on top of Spencer's back and take 2 shots at it.
That's the cutest thing I ever heard.
All right, Spencer is your sniper stand. He is okay with it. 26 for 21. You put an arrow right through this thing's forehead. It dies instantly.
Oh.
As it dies, it is knocked out of the saddle. The jumbo frog rolls in on its own initiative.
Alright, then I'll just take that second shot at the mount.
Okay. Yeah, 25 definitely hits. It takes 17 points of damage and lets out a frustrated blurp of pain as it is shot by your crossbow.
And I'll just kind of like scratch Spencer. Good boy.
He honks excitedly, but also nervously. All right. Nikolai Constantine, third of his name.
I think Nikolai's gonna empty his little special sack of branded Thogrum Fireforge tiny bag.
Okay. I actually have something for that. Hold on.
And he's gonna do a little animate object. 5.
Let's see what we got.
Because that sounds fun.
All right. And then let's see. probably be easiest to just have a stat block for these things. So hold on just a sec. Can you
Okay.
post up what the stats are?
Yeah, so it's
Okay.
let's see. On the tiny, it's +8 to hit, 1d4 plus 4 damage.
All right. Hold on just a sec.
And then there's, the AC stuff, of course, but let's see here. I can make it a little more obvious.
Okay.
Here we go. Give me one sec. Alright.
Okay, let's see. Oh, you posted into chat for me. Fantastic. All right. Size, hit points, AC, dex, strength. Okay, so they got 20 hit points, is what I'm reading.
Yep.
With an 18 armor class. Does that sound right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. All right.
There's 10 of them.
Okay, hold on just a sec. So let's see. So they stab, and they have what's their movement?
It's 30 feet, I believe. Let me double check.
Okay.
Yep, 30 feet. And they can
Right.
hover. So he's gonna put it
Gotcha.
right here to his northeast.
All right. Am I reading that right? 1d4 plus 4. Got it. Piercing. Oh, wow. All right. This will just speed things up forevermore, kind of deal, which is why I'm doing it right now. So
Yeah, and I think Thogrim and I probably both have it,
Okay.
if I had to guess.
Alrighty. So it's even better that we're just taking care of it now. So hold on a sec. Okay. 2020, 18. They don't see or anything else like that. So, alright, there we go. And then we register it. And we should be able to just make as many of these as we need.
Goodness gracious. Both you can cast it.
Yeah, I hope you guys like
29
long
slide.
combats. Yeah.
No,
20,
yeah,
29, they each make 10.
20,
Like,
20.
why would they have
I said
20? Oh, okay. Okay.
No, it's for short combats because we kill everything immediately.
Oh, is that what happens? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Alright. I'm gonna make them extra obnoxious. I'm gonna make sure everyone can control them, so you guys will accidentally grab them, and then you'll be like, "Aw, thanks, guys. Really like having all these things." 1, 2, 3, 4. What's that? All right, there you go.
That's awesome.
Holy
Yeah.
shit. That
Yeah, I
looks
feel
so,
really
that
bad,
looks so
Crash.
scary to see.
Hey, it is a spell. It is available. You do you. You do you.
Yeah, I
Gonna
know.
roll them in.
It's-
Initiative.
I think, how does it work?
I think
Yeah, they go on a bonus action, I believe, on the character's turn. Let's see. Nice.
Becomes a creature under your control as a bonus action. Yep, you can mentally command any creature you made with the spell, and then they can do a move and attack. It looks like.
Yeah. So we're gonna. Oh, jeez. So mean.
Oh no, it actually has their own turns, but they won't do anything unless you spend a bonus action to issue a command. The creature will only defend itself against hostile creatures. For ease of play, we will select one of them to be the boss dagger, and we'll just roll one initiative for him, unless you really want to keep track of that many different things.
Not really. Nope.
Okay.
I'm good. Yep.
So this guy right here, with the little blue dot, that's your boss dagger. So roll that one into initiative.
yeah, they'll give it an order. They'll follow that until its task complete. So
Until the task is complete.
Okay.
All right. Did you roll it in with the little button?
I did.
There it is. All right.
Yeah. Yep.
Very polite. It decided to go at the very end of the initiative. Cool.
that's pretty sweet. If it's Its speed is 30 feet. If the object lacks legs or other appendages it can use for locomotion, it instead has a flying speed of 30 and can hover.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So
That's so awesome.
the only thing that makes me sad is that they were so afraid to do cool shit with like the bigger stuff. So I never see the spell used for anything but a bunch of daggers flying around. So like,
Yeah,
you know,
like,
six years of an awesome spell, only seeing daggers fly around. I think I've seen chess pieces fly around before. We had miniatures for chess pieces, but yeah, here they are.
Yeah,
Correct.
as soon as I said tiny dagger, you were like, "Yeah, I know what you're doing."
Yep.
Yep.
I feel like dancing cake was pretty good too.
That's true. That's true. All right. So as you summon forth all of these spells, there is some saving grace, and that is a concentration spell. So at least there's no other crazy spell that can happen at the same time. Yeah. Something rises up out of the water behind you guys.
Oh.
There's certain monsters that really like swampy water. All right.
Have we encountered these guys before, or is this like?
Bullywugs, I think before the weather was not this bad, and Illyria was able to guide you guys around them, and you were able to avoid them.
I think we were actually friendly with bullywugs one time. When we met the merfolk, there was like a...
No,
Oh,
that was,
those were Lokatha. Catfish
Oh,
people.
Lokatha, okay. Yeah.
Yep. Bullywugs are very mean. Yeah, they are definitely not friendly.
So am I.
Yeah,
Do
that's
they know
true.
their world's ending? They should get out of our way, you know.
All right. So, rising up out of the swampy water behind you, Tari, is a huge black dragon.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Its mouth is
Oh, shit.
dripping with acid. It is very familiar. The creature does bear, perhaps you are stressed and just projecting, but it does bear a resemblance to Ebenfang.
Synesis! Pleasure to meet you!
All right, it is going to bellow forth a roar / geyser of acid. All right, I'm going to need everybody in that line to go ahead and make some dexterity saving throws.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and choose to say on that one.
Okay.
With me, Ring of Evasion. Oh, actually, let me roll first. I forget I can.
You can do it after. Nice, bro.
Spencer.
No.
All right, so here comes that breath weapon. 50 points of acid damage.
Ooh.
All right.
Oh, is Spencer down?
Yeah, Spencer's down.
Oh, no.
All right, and then it is going to, with the rest of its movement, dip back below the murky water.
What was the... 18, okay.
Crash, I know I still owe you a dexterity saving throw, I think.
I see two of them there. Is that?
Oh, they actually roll through? Okay. I get
Yeah.
a plus
So.
I get a +2 on the first one.
Okay, so a 9 on the first one. Right? So.
That's not very good. Okay.
No, so that's 50 points of acid damage.
Okay.
Okay. So once everybody has settled their affairs with their acid damage, the creature dips back below the water, and as it does, you hear the delayed bloop, bloop, bloop of legendary action points.
So need to make a con saving throw on my.
Right. Half of 50 damage, so a DC 25.
So 18.
Okay. We made all these beautiful daggers.
I
but
know.
it's okay.
Yeah,
It's okay.
they go.
They'll
They go
come.
away.
I will see that. We'll see them again. I have
You
no
will.
doubts. All right. That brings us to Thogram's turn.
Okay, well, super cool.
There is a huge black dragon in the water. It has sprayed everybody with its acid breath weapon.
Yeah,
There
and
are
if that
jumbo
happens to me
frogs
again, I'm pretty
Oh, yeah.
dead. Yeah, that was not great.
There's a lot of us. Pretty
Yeah.
dead, I think. Okay. This dragon changed a little bit. But why not? I'm gonna holy weapon skull.
Okay. All right. You reach over, begin concentrating on holy weapon, and you is this on his sword? What is it on?
Yeah, whichever.
I would have had my
whichever-
shield, so I'd have my rapier ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rapier.
Oh.
Okay. Anything else from Thogram?
And then I could use a cantrip, right? Because that's a bonus action. So I can use that.
Yeah, as long as it's a cantrip. Yep.
Yeah. Then I will toll the dead this little frog that's hit over here.
This guy right here. All right.
Yeah.
It's got to make a wisdom saving throw. It fails. It's going to take 2d12 points of necrotic damage. Already bloodied. It takes that necrotic damage, but keeps going.
Okay. And that's my turn.
All right. To the north, blopping up from underneath the water and kind of approaching the land, you see another bullywug riding on a froggo, and the froggo puts its bulk on the muddy island and then launches itself forward. As it is flying through the air towards your canoe, it is going to attack Pharos twice.
Pharos can attack it though, as a reaction.
Mm-hmm. Right, if you have that thing where it comes into range with you and all that jazz, definitely do it. This could be important. Oh, shit. It never lands a hit as it leaps towards you. You
Nice.
slice the creature's head off. The froggo splooshes down next to the canoe and has to roll itself into initiative.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot to do concentration check.
Oh, okay. Well, I think you passed. Well, did you take full damage or half damage?
Half. I took half.
Oh, then yeah, you definitely made it. Crazily enough, a nat 20 into a 24 would not have made it against the full damage, which is bananas. All right. Let's see. That brings us to stuff moving in the water. Spencer is in timeout right now, or is he still going? No, he's still alive, right?
I forgot to level up his HP. So
Okay,
he has,
so Spencer with 4 HP. What will you do?
He's going to dodge. Poor
Okay.
lad.
All right, Spencer takes a dodge action. Let's see. More bullywugs rising up from the muck. All right, this one shambles up onto the island and launches itself at luck of the draw. When it draws closer to the canoe, you see its eyes go wide, and it lets out a triumphant croak upon seeing the baby.
Oh.
All right, it is going to attack Luck with a bite and a spear. The bite hits, the spear does not. Luck cries out, "It bit me!" As it bites him upside the head. That's not the worst thing that's happened. He watched most of you guys get milted, so he was feeling pretty good about himself. All right. Over here, coming up out of the muck, moving over, and then leaping forward. Let's see. There we go. Tari, this is for you. We got a bite and a spear. That is a big miss. Well, no, I guess they're all advantage this first round. So an 18 for 4, and then a nat 20 for 12.
16.
Yeah, 16 total. Right. Let's see. And then this Froggo must act on his own, with no master to guide him. He looks over at you, Pharos. He sizes you up. You look pretty tasty. He is going to try and eat you.
Oh.
Here we go.
Nope.
Alas, a 9 is not enough. Okay. And that's all he's got. That's his whole action economy. He's just gonna float there and try to eat you. This one over here is going to surface and swim up to Skull and attack. Here we go. Spear and a bite. A 21 for 2. That chip damage. Skull.
On the first one that missed, I'm gonna use Purity Die to repost.
Oh, alright, then you might not get hit by the second attack. Let's see what happens. Yeah, he's completely annihilated. That is a lot of dice. He dies. Bloop. Alright, and then his mount rolls itself into initiative. Okay. That brings us to this jumbo frog who ain't got nothing else to do. He is going to try and eat you, Skull. Here we go.
Skipped me.
Oh, I skipped you?
I was after it.
Oh, okay.
Frog.
Sorry. Alright. Yeah, your turn.
I'm gonna look over to these two and I'm gonna ask if they have these frogs. Handle.
I don't know. It depends what happens next.
I think we
To be
can give
very
it to
honest.
Alright, bonus
I
action.
mean, I might go after the dragon.
Water.
Okay, you're gonna jump into the murky swamp water. Got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna swim over here. Well, this is the first attack to attack this one.
Okay. That one is dead.
Okay. Can we see the dragon under the water or no?
What is your
13.
Yeah, 13. It's raining, you're underwater, you got dark vision, the water's murky.
He does have 30 feet of bright light and then another 30 of dim light as well. If that helps.
Oh, that's right.
With holy
Okay.
weapon.
Yeah, it is down here towards the bottom of the swamp.
You said there was something else happening in this bubbles.
Oh, yeah. since you're underwater and you have everything lit up, let me show you what else is there now. I'll just put underwater tags on them. So let's see. This guy, sorry, was here. And this guy was here. There we go.
Another one of these guys. How far down is this one?
That one is 20 feet down.
Okay, I'll swim to him and use my second attack on him.
Alright, as you swim away from this froggo, he's gonna try to bite you. Here we go. 22. For 7. It does grapple and restrain you as it starts to eat you.
Okay, so can I use my attack on it then, since I didn't get close
sure.
enough to hit this guy?
Okay.
Restrained,
So would that be the 14?
Right.
Yeah, okay. 14 hits. It takes 24 points of damage.
Okay, it's still alive.
It is still alive.
Roll action surge, we'll attack again.
Okay. That hits. It takes 20 points of damage. It is bloodied.
Okay.
And that hits for 14. It is still alive and still trying to stuff you down its gob.
2 natural ones on a holy weapon. That's fucking rough.
And these things have immense health pool, so I'm not sure. I mean, I'm done after that.
Okay. That brings us to...
Does that trigger the regurgitate? So it have to barf me up?
You have not actually been swallowed, and I don't know what regurgitate you're referring to. I know that's a property of some creatures that swallow you, but you have not actually been swallowed yet.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You are definitely done. We're all done. We are over time, so we're just gonna stop. So let me take you back to the map. Oof. All right. And we'll continue this next week. Your decision made. Your path set out before you. You have chosen to go against the dragon. And for better or for worse, we will play it out. All right. Announcements. God, there's so much going on. I don't even know anymore. That people are running games like left and right. I don't know. I'm running a game Wednesday. It's full. It's the last game I'm going to run for a while. There'll be only a single Hero Quest game in whatever month comes after this month, August. And then the only one shot I'm going to run in September is also just going to be a Hero Quest game. October, I might try to run like a spooky one shot for Halloween, or not on Halloween, but for Halloween. I might do it on Halloween because it might get canceled in America. Who fucking knows? November is Extra Life, November 7th and 8th. So if you are interested in playing Dungeons & Dragons for 24 hours straight in conditions that make absolutely no sense and are completely ridiculous and rely entirely on donations to charity to keep you alive, please put in an application to play. I'm trying to put together a group of people that will not kill each other after 20-ish hours of playing together. And also trying to raise a bunch of money for charity, because it's the only marathon game I'm running this year, because this year is just a little too nuts. So, yeah, so it's the only one I'm going to run. I think our own Nikolai Constantine Dave Greg is going to maybe run a 24-hour, or at least a couple of games or a game. We haven't gotten the details.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure, but yeah, definitely
Yeah.
more than like 4 hours and no more than 25. Yeah.
Fair enough. So yeah, hopefully there'll be some more games to talk about closer to November. So that'll be a lot of fun. yeah, I don't think I have any other announcements than that. We will continue this next week. If you need me for anything, the best way to get my attention is to @ me in comments so that I see it, because there's just so much going on. That's the easiest way to make sure I see your message. Oof. Okay, fighting a black dragon in a flooded, swampy area with a bunch of mooks. Can't get any finer than that. Can't get any finer than that. All right. I hope everybody has a good week. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you around Discord, and we'll continue this next week. Night, everybody.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was fun. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
Nice.
Terrifying.
We probably
I know,
won't
right?
all die